just repeats them. They go, he said, sure. He said, yes. All right, Allison, you're in for it. Here comes Jim. Here comes Metokur.
So, what's going on, guys? I got a bunch of people were liking me here.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. Hi, Jim. How are you? I'm Ethan. We've met before.
Yeah, we've talked before on stream.
Okay. This is Comicsgate Live. This is our chat where basically everyone who is doing independent comic books, who's kind of like right-leaning, who kind of has found themselves ostracized by the mainstream industry, we get together here. We launch our comics. We sort of spend time shilling our comics to audience. We talk about comics. Now, I received several very concerned messages about this woman here, Allison Tiemann, and people said Allison Tiemann's in trouble, and they said, hey, maybe you want to help her. So I watched about 10 minutes of her video, and I kind of went, we'll see. Allison reached out to me, and I put her on the stream, and then people all said, Metokur, Tonka, Ralph all severely dislike this woman. You should ask Metokur. So I sent you a message and said, hey, come on if you want to explain something that I don't know.
Oh, the Money Badgers?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know about Tonka and Ralph. I can only speak for myself. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of theirs. Yeah, so they had a thing where they were thrown out of an expo. This is kind of during the beginning of Gamergate, or kind of at the early days of it. Editorial pieces were written about it. They did a fundraiser to file a lawsuit. Hired like a disbarred lawyer or some shit. A lot of money was poured into it. A lot of people backing it. Went tits up. Didn't go anywhere. Didn't work in court. They kind of have a reputation for going around with hat in hand, asking different communities for just all sorts of different, funding projects and Kickstarters and shit like that. I don't know anything about her recent video. I don't know if she does comics or stuff. I literally have no idea about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
All I know about Comicsgate, and again, this is like I'm not a part of that, right? I've been watching from the outside and shit, but I mean that's kind of the stuff you guys are into, right?
Right.
But the thing I can tell you is, like, an outside observer, is it's really obvious a lot of people are making like a lot of money. Like you see, like one comic book is like hitting $500,000, and others hitting like 80,000 and 40,000. Like you guys are doing gangbusters, right?
That's right.
So you're going to have a ton of people coming in who might be, have ulterior motives, or might see an easy payday, looking to shill some stuff and try to make a quick buck.
Good evening, everybody. It's been a while. 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks since the last Poz Show. We're back again, baby. We're back. That little intro there was, of course, from the esteemed Mister Metokur, Daddy Jim, sharing words of wisdom to all the little comic skaters out there. That when you're in an internet movement, making money, you're probably going to have some bad actors come in and fucking try and take it out of your pockets. That'll be our third topic this evening, and it's rather poignant. So, we're going to be talking about that, which is a little bit of a scam going on. Just my opinion, bro. Just my opinion. a little bit of a scam, a little bit of a hustle in old Comicsgate town. We're also going to firstly, though, look at a quick recap of the Mister Metokur and Ethan Ralph appearance on Matt Jarbo's channel. Woo! It's a little old news now, but I couldn't do the show last week. And, well, I mean, we've got to react to it, chat. It was big news. I put out an archive video, and it hit 21,000 views. It's the most viewed thing on my channel. I've got like 140 subs. So welcome and thank you. And I look forward to you all unsubbing in the near future. We're also going to be looking at the American First personalities who appeared on a BBC documentary with Louis Theroux. That's right. Another John Oliver lookalike. I thought Louis Theroux was fucking dead. What is he like now, 70? I haven't seen or heard from him in years. But before we get into those topics and more, let's have a look in the chat and see who's mousing around. We have a comment from last night, a few hours ago. Craze Free says, worthless show of worthless people. Give it up. I agree. Distant Warrior's here, and he says, this Poz Show is going to be gay. Be sure to watch. Yes, we're all very gay here. And Dabbster says, no you. We've got TJ Snodgrass saying, Mister Metokur versus the Rage Pig. Simple Jack's here. Yucky Gums here saying, it's the Poz Show. Bringing my pug from me to you. We have a guinea pig lady saying mint. I fucking hate that word. We got Linkovich. Hola, fellas. Elcid Leon. Hello, it's back. Victorian Greyjoy saying there, buddy. Then he says latent gay. Guilty on both charges. Federico Preen says, Jim, you old degenerate. You are taking Pres Donald to troon out. Gee, I hope not. Spirit's here, and he says, Metokur is so based. Isaac's here. Vicky's here. Dark Gift's here. So we have Cyberfag. Cyberfag's in the chat, and he says, they're turning my frog gay. I thought he was always gay. If you want to look for Cyberfag, just head to a pizzeria in Malton and check in the back alley. Colonel Morg's here. Moculus is here. Hi, Pods. Who else have we got? Lady Dabs. Hi, everyone. Looking forward to this mint. I fucking hate that word. Everyone stop saying mint. We have Lion Art. Johnny. HP Lovecraft saying, Sweetie Squad, rise up. Absolutely. Getting a little tongue-tied. Hargraves here. Spirit Scar says, way to pilfer content smug. Yes, I'm stealing from Comicsgate. It seems to be a trend lately. It seems to be a bit of a trend. Just come into Comicsgate and take whatever the fuck you want. Scrolling down, we've got Elcid Leon, Big Daddy. Wait, was that Guns and Gay Ops? And Mr. Dongs is here from the Kiwi Farms, and he says, Dabbster trooned out. Well, maybe we better ask him. And Hyper Bumfizzle says, mint. I fucking hate that word. Holy shit. All right, well, that's enough of greeting the chat. If I've missed your comment, I do apologize, but we've got a show to run. Guys. So without further ado, please welcome our co-hosts. We've got DA Talks, Dabbster McDabberton, and Distant Warrior.
Yo, what's up?
I still haven't cut that clip down. I forget about it. I remember it every show and then forget as soon as the show's over. Fucking hell. We've got some more people joining us. Shay says, nice pug. Carl Gustav says, gamers rise up. And Mellow Yellow would like to let everybody know that it's not true. It's not true. Tell him, Gator. Anyway, guys, going around the panel, what have you guys been up to for the past 2 weeks that we've been off the air? Dean, how's life treating you?
It's going good. I'm just pissing people off online, I guess. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Sounds normal.
All right, Distant Warrior, what have you been up to, mate?
Hanging out. Unfortunately, it's spring here in February, which is fucking bullshit. I want to go fucking snowboarding. This is fucking bullshit. That's all.
All right.
No
Dabbster,
snow for you.
We have some criticism for you, Dabbster. We've got Dark Gift Comics saying, I hate mint too.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Also, I hate mint. I want to say also for the record, fuck your fucking mint shit.
Curry
Dabbster.
over mint. Mint-ay. All right,
Yeah,
Dabbster,
Yucky
what
gets
is
it.
this mint? What is this mint bullshit? I'm an old pug. I've got grey whiskers. What the fuck is mint? I know based. I know cool. I know sick, awesome, all the normal words. What the fuck is mint?
Okay, so way back in the day, long before anybody used any of those words, there was this thing. They would say, "That's mint," and we're bringing it back, baby. We're bringing it back.
But
It's
what's
not
it
coming
mean?
back.
I think is what he was asking.
Yeah, what the fuck's it mean?
It means it's good. It means it's mint.
Like a
Mr.
mint
Don
quality
says.
comic book, except
Yeah, or like a
Hey.
mint car. You know, it's like it's mint condition. It's fucking perfect.
Well, I just want to let you know, I fucking hate it. I hate
Well-
mint.
Good, because I'm gonna say it more now.
Well, please don't. Well, anyway, guys, we better get into the show tonight. Why don't we get into our first topic this evening? It's a little old. It happened 2 weeks ago, nearly, but I couldn't do the show last week, so we're going to talk about it tonight, and that's the Mister Metokur versus Ethan Ralph recap on Matt Jarbo's channel.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, it is old. I mean, my last show 2 weeks ago was talking about Mister Metokur versus Ethan Ralph, and it was just, some Twitter slap fighting, and then next minute, they're on fucking Matt Jarbo's channel duking it out.
Yeah, and all it took was like a $3 super chat from Matt Jarbo to land that. That's, good for him.
I
It
heard
has
that.
to be the best $3 he ever spent.
Yeah, well, if you look at the super chats he fucking made that night, it was certainly a wise investment. $3 turned into probably over 1,000.
Fuck yeah, dude.
First of all, let's go around the panel. What do you guys think of Mundane Matt? Because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how this is his redemption arc, and based Matt Jarbo, King Jarbo, Jarbo 1, all this shit, and I don't
wouldn't
know
go that
about
far.
that.
I wouldn't go
Yeah.
that far, but to be fair, to play devil's advocate, I guess, like, this is a guy who has apologized for the striking. It was years ago, and like, are we supposed to forever hold it against him? Forever, when it'd be one thing if he was still striking, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that guy. I mean, still fuck him for striking in the first place, but if you stay mad at him and everybody continues to never let it go, it's well, I mean, what was the point in him to stop doing it?
I just want to agree with Dean on a conceptual level. I agree with what you just said, Dean. Although I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Which is who is this fucking asshole?
So,
He's a
first of
meaningless
all,
fucking bastard.
distant.
Who cares?
He was a guy back in the day who was like, "Oh, I'm a gamer stream, blah blah blah," and he was boring as hell. He never made any good content, and then one day he happens to just get shit on by fucking everybody, and then he's like, "Oh no," and he goes around, he's striking everybody's channels and everything, and then everyone's like, "Yo, Matt Jarbo, you're a fucking prick because you're striking all our channels and shit," and he's like, "That wasn't me," and then they're like, "Prove it, motherfucker," and then he tried to prove it, but he proved that it was him.
Yeah,
And
well,
so
Metokur
everyone
and
was
Ralph
just like-
actually both they goaded him into showing his report history on the kill stream from.
Yeah, it all came full circle, really, didn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
it was on the infamous kill stream, which really helped Ethan Ralph make his name by exposing Mundane Matt as a flagger. Before that, he was a gamergator. His channel was ironically struck by Zoe Quinn. It's the only reason he was ever really relevant. Then he just talked about stuff like Ghostbusters 2016 and generic fucking gay shit like that. So, yeah. I put a poll in the chat, guys, asking, is Matt Jarbo redeemed? Yes, no, and kill yourself, smug. Be sure to vote in our poll. Why don't we get into the clip? Because I did get a clip of a bit of a recap, some highlights of the Bloodsports between Metokur and Ralph. So let's take a little look ourselves at what went down.
I think we are joined firstly by potentially Cancer Man Metokur. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's in the back room right now. Let's bring him in. So remember, we're going to keep this above the belt as much as humanly possible, but it might go full bore. I don't know. Ethan Ralph of the Kill Stream, how's it going?
Well, you know, surreal doesn't even begin to describe it, Matt. But here we are. There's certain things I cannot comment on, so I just want to put that out up front.
Sure. No, and I'd already said that, where we'll leave those kind of elements behind.
And I'm fine with what the Rage Pig is saying.
Okay.
And he can talk about anything he wants to bring up.
Do I seem upset, old man?
You've been upset for the last week.
You think so? Do I seem upset? You seem upset.
You just cried for 2 hours on Twitter begging me to come so you could suck my dick. You're here now. Open your mouth.
You changed your name.
Oh, he's so sexy. Can you do the ode to Jim again?
Name, faggot? Why'd you change your birth name, huh?
You really think that's a huge thing, man?
Yeah,
like, you've been going on about that.
Because you can't fucking own what you did in life.
Ralph, if it was such a huge deal, Ralph,
yeah,
why wouldn't I have done it in a state that hides it?
Change your name. Yeah, okay.
What audience? What show?
Your life will be here in about 5 years, cancer patient, nigger. Fuck you.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Let's keep the gamer words to a minimum for the time being.
Oh, you're gonna wheel yourself down the block? You're talking about people's sizes? You can't even walk outside your fucking house, motherfucker. You fucking pitiful.
And you can't walk down the streets of Portugal.
Okay. Well, when I show up to your hometown and I'm a block away from your house, why don't you come down the block then, bitch? What am I saying?
You're going to go fuck with Gator. You're going to try to get him blacklisted for being a white nationalist. You think that's funny, Ralph? No, you think that's funny. You want to fuck with his life and do life ruination. That's exactly what you want to do, Ralph.
That's not what I said.
Just understand, when you put it out there, it comes back to you. Oh, no, I'm just making it real clear. You want to play life ruination, it will come right back to you.
You know what? People came to my fucking house.
It will be 10 times worse than that, Ralph. You're talking about putting up flyers. What do you think it's going to be like with you and your girl walking down the street with your face up there and it says some nasty shit? Or her face.
It seems like you're scared of that, not me.
Ralph, I'm asking. So you're cool with it.
You're scared of that, not me.
Oh, okay, Sam Kinison, yell a little more.
I'm not fucking.
Oh, he's gonna holler in his Sam Kinison voice.
You're scared, boy. That's what it seems like. Yeah. I feel like you kind of went all in on trying to sink me.
I have not gone all in, Ralph. It would look much different. It would look way fucking different. You know it. You fucking know it.
You know I still like you. Like, I can't help it. Like, it is what it is, and I know you're gonna piss on me, but
I'm gonna laugh after that Jake Gyllenhaal shit.
We known each other for many years. It's kind of surreal. By the way, I think we're still on Monday Matt's channel.
Yeah, we are. Matt's still there.
Yep, I am just listening for a moment where I might be needed, but in the meantime, you guys have been great. So keep it up.
You know, when I get attacked personally, I have a tendency to lean in on the heel type activities. And of course,
I believe the term is rage pig.
Yeah, well, I don't know that term, but I have a tendency to lean in. I think the Gator kind of, invited that type of activity. That being said, I didn't actually reveal his name or anything like that.
You just did on stream. You played a whole video of Gator.
Yeah, but you knew it. Like, okay, well, everybody knows who I am, Jim. Like, what the fuck? What I'm supposed to?
Why would you make an obvious lie that's just contradicted in a second? I never revealed this shit. You literally did.
What I'm saying is, I wasn't the one who doxed him.
You literally did on Odyssey. I watched it on Flamingo stream.
No, but, I mean, the video itself was what doxed him, not me. Right, like this whole doxing is like burning witch fire thing. You know that's bullshit, right? Like that's fucking crazy.
Ralph, I draw the line and I've always said this publicly: life ruination. You start showing up and try to fuck with people's works and their family life and their job and their church.
Showed up to my house in the last 2 weeks, Jim.
Yeah, but Gator didn't. Go get mad at the people that are doing it, Ralph.
It's important though. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I never did anything to you. Like, it's like, why? I don't know.
You're asking me to hold people back? Is that what you want?
No, but it's like you don't have to support it. Like, what the fuck?
You've made me pay attention to it because, as I've said, you've gone into a tailspin, and it's become a dumpster fire. What are you doing?
Well, you're right about that. I'll say I should just not respond. But, when you're hearing just fucking...
I'm not even saying you can't respond. You can talk all the shit in the world. You can tell people Gator's a massive faggot. You hate me and I have cancer. I don't give a shit. But it's that life ruination line. You're playing with fire with that shit.
So
you could have got it. You could have got mad. You could have told people
to insult you, but like, what's my alternative? Change my name? Like, seriously? Like,
your alternative is to fucking act like it's the internet. Talk shit about Gator. He's releasing DMs. Talk shit about it. You can make all the fucking jokes you want.
Folder on him, dude. I didn't save a folder this was my best fucking friend. I didn't fucking save like a fucking burn.
You could have laughed about it. You could have played the heel about it. You could have said, "Yeah, I paid him $100 a month because he's my gimp."
Friend, man, what the fuck?
You could have called him a gimp.
Him.
But it's not good enough. You feel like you're not getting the one up, so you want to fuck with his real life.
Fucking DMs that my fucking the woman's about to give birth to my child in 2 months was worried about my drinking. He's leaking that. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? I don't have anything on him. I hope you don't think like I'm holding myself up as some exemplar. That's not the case.
I don't. That's fine. It's just. I'm telling you, honestly, you're tail spinning. I don't know why the fuck you are, but it's just going to get worse if you keep going down this road, man. It's just not a road you want to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel.
Well, let me ask you this. And I want an honest answer. How many fucking people have you flagged? Like literally, because I did 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
Nah, but dude, that's the thing, man. You went at me for a long ass fucking time. All right, you went at me for a long ass time over my kid.
It doesn't matter if you yell about your.
Nah, all I'm pointing out, man, is like if you want me to have empathy over you having a daughter in a couple months. I don't care
about your empathy. I hope you die in a ditch.
I'm sure you fucking do hope I die, but the reality of it is we're here and I'm not dead.
I literally don't care, Matt.
You do care. You obviously care because you bring it up a lot. And he quit.
Oh, did he really leave?
He really left, yeah.
All right, guys. Who actually watched that live?
Wow. I did.
Yeah, same.
I'm getting a little bit of background noise.
It's fucking
I think
epic.
it's Dabbster.
Uh-oh.
Not me. Don't fucking mute me. It's fucking Dabbster, dude.
Yep.
We'll let Dabbster sort that out. So,
that was bad.
I watched it live. I noticed someone comment up earlier. I think it was Victorian Greyjoy, and he asks, "How are you the last nicker on the internet to cover this?" I couldn't do a show last week. I was busy, so we're just going to do a quick little recap now.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, one part that was really funny is that like Ethan Ralph tried to throw like a doxing claim on at Metokur, right? And then right after he tries to like be like doxing isn't like a big deal, and it's like you're the one that brought up doxing and like tried to like label Metokur as a doxer just a second ago to like make him look bad, but now it's like not a big deal. Like what's the big deal about like I don't know. It was Ethan Ralph just did terrible. Just fucking awful.
Yeah, well, I have because I watched the kill stream. I was watching Flamenco's stream, and I was watching the kill stream, and I was watching Monday Matt. I think I had like 3 fucking streams running at once. And Ethan Ralph played a video which I guess reportedly showed and basically doxed Gator, and it's from Zoom, also known as Godspeed. Now, Ethan Ralph's defense was that, oh well, it was Zoom that doxed Gator. It was Zoom that doxed that traitor Gator. It wasn't me. It was Zoom.
Yeah, but who gave Zoom Gator's docs?
Yeah, well, Zoom's like a prolific doxer. He's probably one of the best on the internet. So giving him props for that. But I feel like if Zoom could have doxed Gator, he would have done so years ago. And it's just the timing of it. The timing of it is very suspicious.
Oh, without
very
doubt.
Suspicious.
Yeah, no, it is way too suspicious. I think I do think Ethan Ralph gave him his docs. I mean, Ethan Ralph was like hinting that the docs was gonna happen leading up to that video. So like, I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I feel like the same thing. One thing I also noticed during the entire thing was Ethan Ralph was very confrontational towards Metokur, but did you notice over time, it's like he couldn't stay mad at Metokur. He's just like, well, I like you, Jim. I've always liked you. I don't know why you're picking on me. Why are you picking on me, Jim?
Yeah.
It was like watching the 5 stages of grief happen in real time.
It was embarrassing, but like, I don't know, embarrassing is kind of your life when you're Ethan Ralph. So it was just life for him, I guess.
Commie Mark's here, and he asked in the chat, did you get to Louis Theroux yet? Not yet. That's our second topic, Mark. This is the first, so we're going to get to it.
Wait, I just saw Vicky say hey to TJ in the chat. Vicky, don't encourage him. No, don't encourage him. Dude, he's going to take that inch and go a mile.
You're now asking for it, Vicky. I just want to...
Under Florida state law, you are asking for it.
A little bit of romance happening in the chat. TJ and Vicky.
Oh, and now Spirit wants in on some of that action.
Yeah, Spirit, the two black men of the chat, the only two black people we got watching, getting ready to double team poor Vicky.
You don't have to say
Jesus, Smug.
Sugar britches.
Smug Pug's porn fantasy. Okay.
All right. Well, I think Dean and I have said enough about this. Distant, did you watch the stream? Do you have any thoughts on it? Ethan Ralph versus Metokur?
No, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Dabbster, did you watch it? What did you think?
Oh, dude, this was epic fucking stream, man. Like, Metokur went so fucking hard on Ethan Ralph, and Ethan Ralph could just sit there and take it. There's nothing he could do. He would try to, like, scream over him occasionally, but he had no legitimate comeback to anything that Metokur was saying. And it was literally like watching a pig get fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, it was the rage pig. He was a hooping and a hollering. Yeah, Metokur was like really rough on him to begin with, but I feel like, I don't know, as it went on, Metokur was actually genuinely trying to help Ralph. Just like, look, dude, you're fucking spiraling. You're spiraling. Yeah. You know, you've got to do something about this, or you're going to end up a joke. Which, I mean, a little bit too late now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, he already got his fucking man purse jacked from him. Like that. Where was your advice? Like, I don't know, like a year ago, Metokur.
Do you think that man purse actually meant, you know, like a handbag, or do you think it meant his asshole?
I don't know. TJ would like to let everyone know that he's actually over Vicky, and SJW Captain America wants to know, what the fuck am I watching?
Yo, what's up, Cap?
Yeah.
This is the most wholesome show on the web.
Spirit Scar says, I can say this about Ethan Ralph. For all his many flaws, at least he's not so low as to be one of the people on this panel. That is true.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We put a poll in the chat. We're going to check the results. Let's have a look. The votes are in. We had 50 votes. Is Matt Jarbo redeemed? 30% say yes. 44% say no. And 26% say kill yourself smug. For once, the kill yourself smug wasn't the winner.
That's
now, I'm
unfortunate.
Going to pop
I already voted for that.
I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat because it's time we took on callers. And I'm just going to pin it. So if you have any thoughts on Ethan Ralph versus Metokur, why don't you come on here and tell us about it? Do you think
All
Metokur
right,
won?
George Peter Gatsis, please come in here and tell us some jokes.
Oh, God damn it.
Don't do that, Distant. Damn it.
Why? Why would you encourage George?
I'm trying to predict the future.
Great. Yeah, so the StreamYard link is in the chat, guys. If you think Metokur won, come on and tell us why. If you think Ralph won, come on and tell us why. Or if you just plain old don't care. And if you want me to kill myself, come on and say it to my face. Say it to my face, chat.
Oh, and as far as Matt Jarbo goes, it's hard to say this is a redemption arc for him because literally all he did was host a stream on his channel that he knew would rake in fucking cash.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not really so much a redemption arc. It's just him being less shitty in the past.
Yeah, I don't think even he's asking for redemption. It's just like, I don't know, like the guy has apologized and he hasn't done it since. So like, you know, I'm not gonna continue to fucking rail on him.
You don't get redeemed just because you host a stream. You actually have to do more than that. Speaking of which, we've got some callers are coming in. The only person worse than George. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Spirit.
Hey, I can tell you one thing, that Ethan Ralph at that interview just got fucking mauled. Like, so fucking mauled.
It's a pill
He got
bottle.
mauled to the point that I cannot prescribe him any more painkillers. Like
Were those Tic Tacs, Spirit? What were those?
No, they were actually they were my painkillers.
Are you in pain, Spirit? Who hurt you?
Honestly,
Pods.
This whole fucking doctor shit to fucking prescribe drunken fucking rage pigs, the type of medicine that'll calm them down is fucking terrifying. Like, once you see a drunken rage pig in a drunken rage, you can tell they're gonna go into a drunken fist mode, and they'll hurt themselves, but they hurt you at the same time. So that's why I prescribe these drunken-proof painkillers to Ethan Ralph. And at the same time, it didn't fucking work because this motherfucker was still at it. Thankfully, I do not condone slaughtering to animals because, PETA and all them bullshit. But I praise Mister Metokur for doing my job for me.
Prescribed? How do you feel about Isaac Lavina down there?
It makes a lot of sense.
Your prescription, Dr. Spirit.
I'd say the next time he comes to my office, I have a prescription for sleeping pills for him, too.
I think
They're
he
actually
probably
knockout
needs
drops.
like penis enlargement pills. I don't know. You might want to help him with that.
Stop it.
I don't prescribe beta males.
Lady
sorry,
Dabs
Isaac,
actually
I guess.
thinks, Lady Dabs thinks Spirit's actually shaking a tube of M&Ms. Is that true, Spirit?
What's the tube of M&Ms? I ain't seen those since my childhood days, which
I
was
remember
in
those.
1988.
Okay.
So evidently, I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Not only did you have to guess, but it wasn't that long ago.
All right, Spirit, Doctor Spirit, sir. The back room's filling up with callers. Everyone wants to say something about Ethan Ralph. Any final thoughts or words?
Yes. Ethan Ralph just got fucking mauled. I respected him when he was hosting the kill stream. His quality not only goes down, but the way he was running the show, it's just so fucking bad. And to quote Jim, just don't. Just don't.
Just don't. Just don't.
Just don't.
Just don't. Okay, wise words from a wise man. He is a doctor, and he's prescribing the medicine for you folks. TJ Swan was next in line, but he appears to have dropped out. TJ, if you'll rejoin, I will.
Same guy.
I will. Same guy. All blacks aren't the same, Distant Warrior.
Racist.
Except the fact that they're all criminals. Please welcome to the show,
Jesus Christ.
Finatra.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh my god. What a way
What's
to
up,
bring
Finatra?
me in. Yo,
What's up, Finn?
What's up, everybody? Is my mic okay? Is it loud in here or something? Am I okay?
Yeah, you sound
It's
good.
obvious you're driving, but you're good.
Tell us what you think, Finn. Tell us what you think.
Wow, shit about the Medicare. That shit was funny as shit. I haven't seen a good. Medicare's got a lot of emotional, a high emotional intelligence because he was handling Ethan and his freaking whimpering and crying, stressed out and shit. Everything crumbling around him. You know what I mean? And yeah, Medicare was helping him, man. He wasn't fucking. After Ethan Ralph making fun of him for cancer and telling him to fucking die. I mean, what more can you do for that man? How can you really talk good for him? But at the same time, Medicare did a real good thing. He was doing the Lord's work right there.
Indeed.
Yeah, I feel like Medicare was pretty fair, like harsh but fair. Like he's obviously telling Ralph,
that was
dude.
fair.
Yeah,
that was fair. You need that. Nobody else out there is gonna talk to him like that. And if they do, they're gonna have the rage pig is gonna eat. It's gonna chew their face off. You know what I mean? So Medicare's that he's got that clout that that Ethan's got to respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
I
Ralph,
agree.
whatever y'all call him. Ethan Ralph.
Ethan Ralph.
So yeah, I think Metokur, there was a lot to learn. To anybody who really loves to fight people on the fucking internet, that was a good masterclass on how to deal with people, especially people like Ethan Ralph who love that drama shit until he gets turned on himself, until the tables are turned.
Absolutely. Shay here agrees. She says, I assume it's a she. I thought Metokur went pretty soft on Ralph. I used to think he had a soft spot for Jim. Josh Moon had a theory that Metokur never went after Ralph until now to protect people from going after Jade. And then they continue, all the drama caused by Ralph before now had women involved, so Metokur never commented on it. And that would cause Ralph to go after Jade. Very astute.
So I guess Matt Jarbo, Monday Matt, he got pretty much chewed out by Ethan Ralph a few years ago for his bullshit, right? Like Ethan took fucking fame,
yeah. Well, him and Metokur both got Mundane Matt to show his report history, and it showed like the like, channels he flagged. But I mean,
that was a while ago. But how long ago was that? 2 years ago?
It's like 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2018. 2018.
Yeah. But Ethan Ralph flags channels pretty regularly.
You would almost say religiously.
Maybe. We got some more callers, Finn. Any final thoughts or words? We're going to have the open call-ins at the end of the show if you want to jump back on and chill.
Yeah, I'll come back or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Nothing else for that one. Gotta hang out.
All right, yeah. Always. Okay, TJ Swan is calling in, but he keeps dropping out. I think he's having connectivity issues. So let's bring on our next.
He just wants to hit on Vicky. Just don't let him on. It's fine.
Okay. Let's bring on our next caller. It's everybody's favorite YouTube comedian, George Peter Gatz. Hi, George.
Green. Yeah. This thing about Ethan Ralph guy. This guy's relationship with football is like Dabbster and Distant Warriors' relationship with football. It's like a dad, who went out for cigarettes. We keep saying he's coming home, but he never does.
That is really just clumsy and.
Was that a joke? Was that a joke, George? Or are you being serious?
Well,
yeah, I was.
The guy likes football. I heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah, our fathers left us. Fuck off, George.
Well, I'm sorry, that happened. It's like, a man, talking to his wife, honey, where did you place your broken condoms?
Okay, I'm going to bring TJ in while George is on, just because while we've got him here. TJ, any thoughts, sir, before you drop out?
Hey, yo, I got a new laptop. Shit.
Nice.
A new laptop. You're dropping out. It's worse than whatever you were using before.
Nah, this shit is doubling out. It's like doubling. Like it's like
no. He's got a new laptop, by which he means a woman. A laptop.
Oh no, I kept dropping out because it's like doubling.
Is her name Dell?
Yeah, hold on, man.
Anyway, George.
He's probably got the stream up. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we lost TJ. TJ's gone.
You got to mute the stream, bro.
I heard Distant Warrior, give a compliment. He said your beard makes you look thinner, but that didn't cheer her up.
Fucking hell, George.
George, you're gonna work. Like you're not even. It's not like bad good. It's just bad.
It's just bad, George. You're off your game tonight. Any final thoughts? Final jokes?
Yeah. We're going to be starting a new show on my channel Wednesdays at 9:00. We call it. It's a bunch of drunken idiots who are pretending to be Australian dogs, talking about stuff. They're going to have guests on.
What's it called?
Huh? The Steve Irwin show. It's a one shot show.
Speaking of one shot, all it takes is one to get you the fuck out of here, George. He's stealing my idea for my show. He's stealing it.
Yeah.
It's not worth stealing. The show's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it already can't get worse, George. I'm not sure it's really up your alley.
We had a JT Duck calling in as well, but he appears to have left the studio. So I guess that's all our callers for this segment. Why don't we move on to the second segment?
Yep, do it.
All right. And our second segment, a lot more topical and a lot more recent. The American First personalities, Nick Fuentes, Beardson, Baked Alaska, they all appeared on a documentary with Louis Theroux.
Oh, it was something. They all looked really dumb.
I didn't watch the documentary, but who wouldn't bang Nick Fuentes? Just saying.
What?
What?
Yeah, what?
Have some fucking standards, Distant Warrior. Just a little bit of standards.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit, man.
Well,
just a little bit.
Nick Fuentes might take you up on that, Distant, because from what I've heard, he loves twinks and cat boys, and he's a closeted homosexual.
That would make sense.
Allegedly.
That would
An
make
alleged
sense.
twink
Oh,
lover.
one
and
half
cat
of
boy
whatever
lover.
it is. Shut up.
Also, I had this tweet here. I was supposed to actually segue into our second topic with this tweet linking Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes together. So just briefly, after the stream with Metokur on Monday in Matt's channel and Ethan Ralph bringing up doxing, he was nearly kicked off Nick Fuentes' streaming platform, Cozy TV, but they apparently sorted it out. They're fine. Everybody's fine here. How are you? So a little bit of luck for poor Ethan Ralph.
Little bit. I mean,
Yeah. You can...
wait, is that a cardboard cutout of Nick Fuentes?
Wait, what? Really? Is it?
It looks like it.
shit.
I think that's really him. All right, so hands up, class. Who did their homework? Who watched this BBC documentary?
Well, I
Dean,
didn't
did you watch
that shit?
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
watched
looking at this-
I watched the whole thing. It was
Well,
interesting.
No. As a person who used to be a photographer, I can tell you this photo is suspect. I'm looking at this like I didn't watch the fucking video, but dude. The way the light's coming in off the side of his face, the right side of his face, and then the way that it wraps around Fuentes' face, and then these hard lines around his. This is bullshit. Like this photo is bullshit.
I mean,
That's all I can.
he looks like a cardboard cutout.
No, no. There's reason for that. It's called the uncanny fucking valley. You can't fake shit with photographs further than you can take it in any sort of reality. This is bullshit. You can see that. Look at Theroux. Theroux's all washed out. His entire front is washed out. Now look at the left side of Fuentes' supposed face. It's all darker than the left side of Theroux's face. This bullshit. That's not how lighting works.
So you're an America First truther, photo truther.
Sure. Yes.
This is
this photo's bullshit.
This is really
None
where
of this-
we
these
should
aren't-
be
these-
focusing the time. Is this photo real?
These people aren't in the same place. All right, continue. Sorry, I'll shut up.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Well, that's Distant's contribution because, as I understand it, Distant, you didn't watch the documentary.
No,
right?
I did not watch the documentary.
Okay.
This
all
is
right.
just
Shame on you,
bullshit.
Distant. Shame on you.
This picture is bullshit. Otherwise, go ahead.
And Spirit Scar would just like to let everybody know, boy, Distant Warrior is really stupid.
This guy's full of
Okay.
shit. You don't know fucking how photos. Shut the fuck. All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, we have a poll in the chat. We seem to put it to a vote. Does Nick Fuentes love cat boys? Yes, no, and who doesn't? So be sure to vote in our second poll of this evening.
Yeah, where's Ray?
Let's
She's
go
like
to...
our
What?
expert. Ray's our expert cat boy, trans cat boy.
Okay. Dabbster, did you watch the documentary on the BBC?
I watched the whole thing, and it was so hard to watch all these dumb internet lolcows who think they're smarter than fucking Louis Theroux, fucking manipulator extraordinaire, and totally get wrecked. It was actually painful to watch.
Yeah. So Linkovich Chomosky has a very important question, and he's asking, Poll needs another option. Who are these geezers? So let's go into a little background. This is Nick Fuentes. He is the, I guess, the spokesperson for an organization called America First, which is described by the media as, an alt-right fringe political movement, blah, blah, blah. Nick Fuentes himself is really young. I think he's 22 years old, which explains why he's T-posing wearing a Fortnite hoodie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've got some clips. Not from the BBC, because we'll get struck if we play any of those, but to give you an idea of who Nick Fuentes is, let's just have a look and check out his opinions on women. Because he's a self-admitted incel, which is great for the leader of any movement. So let's roll the clips, Johnny.
But, I don't know about this whole prospect of, living with a woman for the rest of my life. It sounds good at first. It sounds like kind of fun or interesting. You don't have to do laundry. You don't have to worry about kind of taking care of the house. But, then the prospect of just it goes on and on and on. And it's decade after decade after decade. And, I don't know how thrilled I am with that whole idea.
Do you respect women?
Of course.
But you just don't want them to have any rights.
Well, I didn't say that. I
Okay.
didn't say they shouldn't have rights.
But if I'm understanding your question correctly, if you don't want them to vote or drive or have an existence akin to what they would have in, say, Saudi Arabia, you would say that in large part, then they don't really have rights.
Well, I would say probably the ideal is something more like Afghanistan, if I'm being totally honest.
What's the
recent
difference between
Afghanistan
then and Saudi Arabia?
The brutality, I guess, is a little slightly more brutal. Of course, Taliban rule, not American rule. I'm talking about, recent Afghanistan.
So you want women to have the same treatment as women have under Taliban rule in Afghanistan?
Something approximating that, yeah.
Okay. You also promote the way of interacting with women, and I go, have you been in a relationship with a woman?
No.
So how are you telling other people how to behave towards women when you yourself have not had any actual physical, interaction with them in a romantic capacity, or in fact in any capacity where you uphold them in a way that treats them with respect? I mean, if you're out here arguing that women are basically half the value of, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, in fact, because that's not right. Mm-hmm. But, if you are looking to some other regimes around the world that do think that women are half the value of a man, I have to question what kind of a person who's had no experience with women is in a position to basically promote these ideas.
Well, I'm having an experience with a woman right now, and I've had lots of experiences with women in my life, not romantically per se, but I've talked to enough women. I've been in, I've known enough women to know sort of what's going on. And I think any man who is observant enough.
Well,
okay,
that was something.
He had an experience with a woman right now. That was the best part for me.
What a total bitch, too, dude. Jesus. See how she disrespected it? What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
That was, of course, Sydney Watson interviewing Nick Fuentes, one of the only people to platform him, because he's pretty much persona non grata. As you can imagine, much like Richard Spencer, he's had his bank accounts frozen, he's been kicked off of YouTube, he's had his Twitter suspended, I think. So, yeah, making friends everywhere. And that clip came from Meme Country, so another clipping channel. So if you want to see more clips like that, be sure to subscribe to Meme Country. The interesting part of that clip, though, at the end was Nick on his date with Lolly Socks, who is a catboy horse cock filleting degenerate.
Are you kidding me? No, you're not making this up, Smug. Those words you just said. That's.
No, you can look into Lolly Socks. There's pictures of him filleting like a massive horse dildo.
The name Lolly Socks is just problematic. To use their language. I mean, but then everything else you said was okay.
Well, we've got some more clips. These are short ones, so don't worry. So that wasn't the only time Nick Fuentes expressed his opinion on women. He was once super chatted by a female fan, and this is what he had to say to her.
What part of what you know about me would make you think that I would want to be propositioned by a woman? Much less in the super chats, no less. What part of you, or what part of me would make you think that I would want a girl to say, to ask me out on a date? I'm not going to be asked out. I will do the asking out. People look at me and they think oh, he's like this Alex P. Keaton, like goody two shoes, wholesome Chungus 10,000. It's like, nah, I'm a little bit more complicated than like wanting a girl in a sundress to just lay my suits out and I wear a fedora and smoke a pipe and go, hey, honey, we're LARPing like it's the 1950s. Like, that's just so insulting. I have a little bit, it's called depth, okay? It's called depth. I have a little bit more depth to my character than just I'm some kind of like sitcom character. I'm sort of playing an important role in world history here, and the idea that, you know, some silly girl online, like I'm going to be in direct messages just sort of being like funny and flirty and fun. It's not me. It's just not going to happen. Like I said, I'm trying to think of a scenario where it would be acceptable, because some people say, oh, well, that means you're gay. And it's like, well, no, because it's not that, it's more the setting there. Because there's a few scenarios where it would be acceptable. Like I said, you know, if it was a girl who was working for me, you know, like Hitler in that movie Downfall, when he's like interviewing secretaries, like that's a setting where it like makes a little bit more sense.
So I just want to address what Finatra said. Nick needs a hooker. And the problem with that is he doesn't support women making money. So
that is true. Women can't have jobs, so he doesn't support that.
No, he would do it, but he doesn't believe in it. That's
he doesn't believe paying them afterwards. Is that what you're saying?
No. I mean, I think the leftists don't believe in anything, so he would definitely pay a hooker. He just doesn't believe in it. Quote. This is a fucking piece of shit. That's all.
Commie Mark has it backwards. It was actually a female caller or super chatter propositioning him. Although, to be honest, it might have been a man, although I don't think he would have responded like that if it was. And Shay says, he never grew out of the girl's icky phase. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, so Nick Fuentes expresses very controversial opinions.
All these fucking kids do.
Yeah, he's like a, well, I mean, he denies that he's a white nationalist, but he does talk a lot about those sort of topics. And he also supports young men being incels. So if you wanted to continue the white race, I imagine you'd probably have to find white women and then have children with them. So it's a little bit of a paradox.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy he's a little out there, and by a little.
Look at that. Oh, that Fortnite sweater. Like, look at that. Like, what the fuck's going on there? Like, just I don't know, man.
No, that's a good point.
What the fuck's going on there?
That's a good point. Like, who would follow this guy?
Who'd fucking wear that shit?
Well, you know, exactly. Like, but like, who would like look at this guy as like some type of political leader? That's fucking pathetic.
Well, in the BBC documentary, Baked Alaska said he thinks Nick Fuentes will be president one day.
Yeah, and Nick also stated that he would love to be president. And I just don't ever see that happening.
Yeah.
Are we doing the Baked Alaska thing soon, Smug? Because I'm gonna see him. Like, what's going on here?
Okay, well, we got one final clip. This is Nick being accused by his own audience of being a fake cell. He's actually a fake cell. He's not an incel. He's faking it. So let's roll the clip.
So I did it once. I made my point. I proved my point, and now I'm good. Now I'm done. All right? Oh, yeah, fake cell. Call me a fake cell all you want. I'm an incel, all right? I know I'm an incel. My hero falls. It was 9 years ago. Easy mode. Breaking news. Fakest of the fake cell.
The Poz Show. That was.
But like I said, I didn't choose to not want to be in a relationship. I didn't choose that, okay? I'm a misogynist, and I didn't choose that. I didn't choose to be born. I've never touched a woman in my life. I'm stone cold to somebody. Yeah, well, I don't even want that. So.
Stone cold and unbreaded.
Touch. I don't want a relationship. You know what I want? Total Aryan victory. That's all I want. I didn't choose that. All I want is revenge against my enemies and a total Aryan victory. Hugs and kisses, touch, sappy stuff, hand-holding, please. All I want is revenge and an Aryan victory for my people. If you don't want it, it's Volcel. Nuh-uh, because I didn't choose to not want it. I didn't choose to not want it. I was born incel. I was born involuntarily. And it's involuntary that I don't want that. Okay? So I'm just like Hitler. How dare you call me a fake cell? If Hitler were alive today, you would call him a fake cell. How dare you? Hitler could have had any girl he wanted, but he said, I don't have time for that. Not that Hitler's my hero or anything, but you would have called Hitler a fake cell.
Wait, wasn't Hitler married?
No, Hitler had... No, he had Eva Braun, who was not quite... They only married the day before Hitler and Eva killed themselves. Hitler had Eva Braun was his girlfriend for the entire years of his despotism. And they were never married. So this guy, like, I'm actually watching this thinking about that, being like, this guy isn't even as fucking Ava. This guy's fucking a fucking retard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is highly unorthodox, but we actually have another guest co-host joining us. Please welcome to the show, Robert Shepard.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's up, Robert?
What's going on, Robert?
Hi, I just got back from my session with the JDA, taking me from behind. It's pretty great. I spread my bubbly cheeks wide open for him, and I let him get a running start.
Okay. Welcome back to the show, Robert Shepard. We haven't seen you around here.
Yeah, well, you know, you're all terrible. Just want to get that out of the way. You know, ever since that Glenn guy threatened to roundhouse kick me with my safety helmet on, I needed some comfort, and JDA provided that. You guys have him all wrong.
Okay. Well, glad to have you here, Robert. Welcome to the show.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was our final Nick Fuentes clip. Hopefully by now people in the chat who are unfamiliar with him kind of can get a little taste of who he is. But he wasn't the only person to appear on Louis Theroux's documentary. We also had this man, this Adonis, Baked Alaska.
He came off like this, like the worst. Beard.
That is a man's man right there.
Yeah.
Man's man.
Okay.
He's a man lit. That, yeah.
Just get a fingernail crack in that ass.
And Isaac Levine is not falling for it. Is Robert Glenn's replacement? Yes.
Shut the hell up, Isaac.
He certainly is.
You're getting too close.
So I don't have any clips of Baked Alaska just because we've covered him on this show so much already. I mean, we've done, I think, nearly every show I do is either about Baked Alaska or Ethan Ralph. Sometimes both of them. So I don't know. How did you think Baked came off in the BBC documentary, Dean?
He came off as like a cringy fucking Nick Fuentes fan, but I think that's probably because he's a cringy Nick Fuentes fan. He just, he came off the worst, but that was because of how starstruck he looked every time they even mentioned Nick Fuentes.
Isaac would like to let everyone know that he hates Baked Alaska, and We Was Wolves says, a grifter's a grifter. That is true. And Commie Mark says, Baked Alaska was way fatter than I had previously thought. Well, he loves his McDonald's, so I hear.
Yeah.
But
baked McDonald's.
We're not going to focus on Baked Alaska too much because, you know, if you want to learn more about the Baked Alaska deep lore, you can go back. I think we talk about him on the Poz Show 3 and 7 and a whole bunch of others. Just go back and check it out. Dabbster, any thoughts on Baked's appearance before we move on to the next specimen?
Baked definitely looked the most retarded of the bunch that was interviewed by Louis. And when it came to him thinking he was smarter than Louis, it was just like, it was a total facepalm moment. Just gotta watch it.
Yeah, Lady Dab says he came off looking as a total tool, and John Wolfe is making an observation that he has a very suspicious nose.
A very dyed beard, so don't read too much in.
Maybe when he's not wearing that USA cap, he's wearing a smaller hat.
I hear it's underneath the USA hat, actually. It's on at all times, just like the lock of gold that he keeps near his heart.
Yeah, he's covering for it. Robert Shepard, I don't suppose you watched the Louis Theroux documentary.
No, I haven't. I wanted to watch it. I mean, I know who fucking Baked Alaska is. I really want to watch it, but I haven't been able to yet. John,
is it hard to like find things on the internet when you only got one hand to work with?
Yeah, I'm like 2 weeks behind everybody else, but I'm getting caught up, and I only need one hand to stroke this little engine that can. So you just be
Jesus
jealous,
fucking
asshole.
Okay.
Good God.
Okay, moving along, because there were some other personalities that appeared on the documentary. We also have this specimen. This guy is fucking great. This is Beardson Beardley, who you might not be as well known as Nick Fuentes or Baked Alaska, but my God, is he is fantastic.
He was
fantastic.
He was something else. Like, the guy clearly did do like a hail sign, and like the reporter asks him like, so why'd you do that? And he was like, I didn't do that. And he's like, yeah, you did. You did it like twice in a row. And he like pulls up the video and he gets all offended. And it's like, I mean, just own it. Like, you did do it. Just be like, yeah, I thought it would be funny. And it was funny.
That's how Louis Theroux
Distant Warrior,
worked.
shut up. You didn't do the homework. You didn't watch. Shut up. Okay, so Dean, I thought that from the video clip, it looked like he was just doing a regular American salute from the forehead, not the chest.
Yeah. Yeah. The first one you could argue that, but then he does one right after.
Well, Beardson is an interesting character, and I think we have. Oh no, that's out of order. Let's move that where it belongs. So here's Beardson, a screenshot of the documentary meeting Louis Theroux, and he's a little bit of a manlet. He's very short, and he doesn't like people pointing that out.
I'm noticing a common theme here.
Yeah. And John Wolfe is doing spoilers. Didn't his girlfriend got laid with a black person? Yeah, I had my tabs out of order and spoiled the surprise. We'll get into that. What's this one? Oh, that's pretty venti. So Beardson also like Nick Fuentes has some very controversial opinions on women, and let's just see what he has to say about them.
Have you devoted yourself to a life of celibacy now, Beardson? Yeah, pretty much, man. I'm done. I think I'm done with the whole sex thing. It's just, not for me. Not for me. I am, never ever going to have sex with a woman ever again in my life. I will never, there will never be seed poured from this fountain. All right? I'm accepting it and I'm fine with it. It's okay, I don't know.
I've been playing all fucking weekend. I've been grinding my fucking dick off. I've been out here grinding my fucking dick off. All right?
And I've been getting pussy. How about you?
I don't want pussy. I'm a fucking incel. Women are a distraction. Get fucking money. Don't quit worrying about bitches.
You just said I got money. You gay as hell. You gay as fuck.
You gay as hell. No, I like money. I like money and I like gaming. Fuck women, dude. Women are fucking annoying. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you're a misogynist, motherfucker. He's afraid of his own sexuality, bro. You hear him?
It's called being an incel, brother. Maybe you should be. If you're an incel, you'd probably be better at this fucking game.
Dude, there's more fight than a fucking video game.
No, there ain't.
Yeah,
there
bro,
literally isn't.
I'm just trying to have a good night, bro.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun hopping in a fucking Call of Duty lobby and sucking ass.
I would assume, see, that's the thing. If I was in that game lobby, I would assume he's joking. Like, it's a troll. But then, like, I don't think it is. It's like being, like, not in that lobby. I don't think it is.
Oh, this guy's speaking my language.
This guy, that clip's pretty recent, and I guess I spoiled it earlier. There might be there might be a very specific reason that Beardson feels this way, and that's because I think it's his wife. It might have been his girlfriend, but I'm pretty sure it was his wife. Left him for this fine gentleman.
He was blacked. All right.
Oh my god.
Walked. I spoiled it, Chad. I'm sorry. I spoiled the surprise. I had my tabs out of order. So yeah. Anyway.
Is that TJ?
No, I think that's Spirit. That's Spirit Junior.
Oh, Spirit.
Spirit Junior.
Spirit, are you in the chat? You picking up them white bitches finally? I know he was here earlier.
He was actually really insulted that like the reporter that came to talk to him was from BBC. It brought all terrible like flashbacks of this moment.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about Beardson's appearance on the documentary, which basically consisted of Louis Theroux. All out of order. Louis Theroux going to his house, interviewing him, and then Beardson kicking him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It was just ridiculous. Like he kicks him out because he asks him about like the fucking like the hail, and it's like he did hail.
Wait,
right?
look at Louis bending down here. So what is Louis, like 6'2", and this guy's like 5'2"? Like what's going on here?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
He's the pride of the Aryan race. He's an Ubermensch Beardson.
It's like how is the Aryan race really gonna like be the dominant race in America when you got this guy can't even reach the top shelf.
He's got to get a running start to get on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah, Beardson didn't come off great in this either. However, there was another individual who appeared on the documentary. No, it wasn't them. Oh, what's this? It's Brittany Venti.
Yeah.
Oh dear me. I don't know why this. I don't know where this came from, chat. I don't know what she's doing. She appears to be fixing her buttons on her top.
Is it just me, or does she kind of look like Nick Fuentes in a wig?
Also, if that is where her nipples are, that's a very weird place for nipples.
I don't know, Dean. If we can put the mustache on her, we might be able to tell. And
Yeah. Somebody do that. Somebody, because I think her like facial structure is like pretty spot on to Nick Fuentes, honestly.
Yeah.
So she does this shit and then she takes the wig off and does America First. Is that what we're going to?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, exactly. I think we solved this mystery. I don't think there's anything else to talk about now.
See that little heart collar she has on? Anna, that Star Wars girl, has the same heart collar. Infer with that what you will.
Thank you, Distant. Very cool.
Yeah.
The fact that you know that she has that heart collar.
Yeah, no, I paid attention.
Sad.
Black Daddy says she do look like a dude with blow-up tits, and Yucky says she looks like she smells. Well, yeah, Brittany Venti, like she's been around for a while, but whenever I see her or think of her, I always think of that kill stream she was on where her model boyfriend, I think, was having a mental breakdown because he's anorexic, and she filmed it and went on the kill stream and showed it to everybody, and their house was a fucking pigsty. There were like dishes in the corridors, the sink was full, there was like cat litter and cat shit everywhere.
Yeah, she's very nasty. That's no secret.
Yeah. Great tits, but really nasty woman. Very nasty.
Some very nasty things.
Very nasty. But Beardson, going back to Beardson, Brittany's appearance came with a little bit of breaking news and a clip of apparently Beardson talking about how he wanted to rape Brittany Venti and fuck her in the ass.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Yeah, so Beardson here, big fan of Miss Venti.
Yeah, that was fucked up, dude.
I fucking love the internet. And just, holy shit.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go check it out, I think it's called Forbidden America. You can probably find it on BitChute or legally somewhere else. I think the highlight of the entire show was Beardson talking about how he wanted to rape Venti and, fuck her in the ass, which actually made Brittany respond like this. She was very
Jesus
interested.
Christ.
That's a clip. I'm sorry, Chad. I have too many Brittany Venti gifs.
I'll be right back. Give me a moment.
I've got a problem, chat. I've got a fucking problem. Please don't judge me.
All right.
The absolute lack of standards on this show is astonishing.
Yeah, I'm really not proud of myself. I'm fucked up. And I guess the last piece here, which I guess we'll leave on before we post the link in the chat, and everyone can come on and let us know if they watched it. There was an article of a journalist talking to Louis Theroux on, I guess it's the Mirror, a UK rag, and when asked about Beardson, Louis Theroux said this: viewers will see furious Beardley accusing Louis of bad journalism and telling him, "You should get the fuck out of my house." Now back in the UK, Louis, 51, said, "I wonder if I left too quickly. It's his property. And if he says leave my property, I guess I have to leave. But part of me thought I should have said, why don't you make me? He's quite small." Asked if he could have taken him in a fight, he laughed. "That's exactly what I'm saying. He was a weedy little guy who spent a long time on his computer." So even Louis Theroux is dabbing on Beardson for being a manlet. Quite shameful. Shameful display. Whew. Shameful. Anyway, guys, I am going to put the StreamYard link in the chat once again. If you have any thoughts on this topic, have you watched the BBC documentary with Louis Theroux? Are you familiar with any of the personalities? Is Nick Fuentes a lover of cat boys? Come on and let us know. We did have a poll. Does Nick Fuentes love cat boys? 54 votes. 80% said yes. 11% said no. And 9% said, who doesn't? 9% of you are going to the fucking gas chamber. You're up against the wall. Up against the wall with fucking Fuentes and lolly socks. So there's the StreamYard link. Feel free to jump on and talk about this topic. We've got royalty in the chat. Panboy Lando Soychild Dong Lover from the War Campaign. If you guys want the best fucking raw footage of the honkening, go over to the War Campaign channel, all one word, War Campaign, and Pan's up on there with Roker Beer, and they are walking the streets of the honkening, speaking to the truckers, speaking to the people, getting 100,000 views and thousands of fucking live viewers. So yeah, congratulations to those guys, and go check them out. They're fucking killing it. Absolutely killing it. And Isaac here asks, what the heck is a cat boy? And who better to answer that question than our first caller, George?
According to Nick Fuentes, how many women of God can fit into a standard-sized brothel?
How many, George?
None.
I don't understand.
Is that a joke?
What?
Was that a joke, George?
Yes, of course it was a joke. These guys getting... What the...
Good God.
Jeez.
Kick it.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay. All right, listen. I'm being serious right now, okay? Why don't women blink when they have sex with Distant Warrior?
Why?
Why not?
They don't want to miss the foreplay.
You got owned.
Yes, I got
owned.
All right,
George, do you have anything serious to say about this topic before I throw your ass out of here? Our viewers are plummeting. They're fucking plummeting.
They are? All right, okay. Well, you know what? According to Nick Fuentes, 15% of women admit to having used vibrators. The other 85% said they had bought them new.
Get the fuck out of here, George. I've had enough. I've had a fucking enough. Let's bring on our next caller. Please welcome to the show, TJ Swan. TJ, sir.
Shit.
Any thoughts on Nick Fuentes and America First?
Yeah, the first dude with the Fortnite shirt. You said he's 22, right?
Yeah,
first guy
22.
Yeah, my daughter be 22 this year, man. My oldest daughter, man. Like, where's his parents, man? Like, he's absurd. you know, the shit he's saying is that shit is wild. Like, where's his daddy at? His father and shit. Like, that's the internet for you, man. And don't take this as some racist shit. But I know we be looting and burning shit and shit. But y'all on some weird ass shit, dog.
It's the internet was a mistake, I think, TJ. I think
As
we can
a
all agree.
representative of all white people, we do not claim Nick fucking Fuentes.
Well, Finn pointed out earlier, Fuentes is actually a Latino name.
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah,
So,
it is.
yeah, very.
I mean,
very
like
curious.
to be 22 years old, man. You like in your prime, man, and the shit. I don't know if the dude was trolling or not, but I'm just listening. And I'm just like, the fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. That was some wild shit, dog. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? The guy in there. I get the other guy. I don't know if he's a young guy. I get it. Like if you're older and you did all your little rah-rah shit and you're like, okay, I'm like 40 years old or whatever, something like that. Like I'm done like chasing bitches and shit. I get that then, but how you gonna be a young man saying that, man? You know, your dick, you wake up with morning wood. It don't make any sense.
Well, it doesn't, and I think it's because, you know, as chat suspected, Nick Fuentes is actually a closeted homosexual who loves young twinks that wear cat ears. Allegedly, I'll put in the allegedly, but I'm pretty sure it's true. TJ, we got some more callers. Any final thoughts? Any final words?
Nah. What up, everybody? What up, Black? Ain't seen you in a minute. Pan, you know how we do. Fan, where you at? Check. What's going on? Yeah, don't be a stranger.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling in, TJ. I appreciate it. Giving us the black man's perspective on American First and Nick Fuentes. And speaking of Finn, he's our next caller. Finatra, welcome back.
Yeah, America First.
America First. I think you were the one that pointed out in the chat that Fuentes is a very suspicious white name. What do you know about that?
Yeah, no, he protests too much because he's definitely got a lot of skeletons in his closet that probably nobody cares about, really. But if he's gonna fake the funk, you know what I mean, and then try to talk like conservative, but you definitely are gonna be exposed for some bullshit eventually, like sooner than later. And when the fuck was being an incel virtuous? I don't get it. That's an affliction. It's not something. Now being voluntary celibate. That's one thing, you know what I mean? That's like being a monk or being somebody who's like, you know, yeah, I'm done chasing these broads. I'm gonna figure out myself first. And
MGTOW.
Voluntarily, yeah, like MGTOW is just a bunch of guys who are patting each other on the back for not taking a chance with their heart.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Hey, stop insulting incels like my good buddy Robert Shepard here. Okay.
Hey, if I was an incel, I wouldn't be letting John Delarose bounce his nutsack off my chin every night.
Fair enough. Never mind.
That and that's another funny one too, because he has a Spanish last name, and for him being accused for hanging out with Box Day and all that shit, it's weird, man. These fake Spanish guys, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very weird that you know, you're in a movement promoting, you know, the future of the white race, and then you also tell them, yeah, don't have kids, don't get with women, have no kids. It's a little weird.
He's no Jack Murphy, I'll tell you that, but he's on his road to doing Jack Murphy shit. You know what I mean? At least Jack Murphy was saying something along the line of like, at least he got married. Shit, at least he tried. You know what I mean?
Well, another man certainly tried and succeeded.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure the 14 words weren't, we must secure a future for white people by not having children. I don't think that was how the 14 words really went. And Stranger in the chat would like to let us all know, his channel has all the proof you need of Nick Fuentes loving cat boys. I posted the link in the channel. Be sure to subscribe and check it out. I had a quick look, and there is plenty of evidence.
I should make
plenty of evidence.
Songs. You might have
Hells yeah.
Can I just say that anime people are degenerates?
Shut up.
Okay.
There's some good
Not
anime,
true.
yet. Pretty fucking.
All right, sure.
And so is rap music. Rap music's pretty fucked.
Stranger would like to let us all know if you only knew how bad it is. Oof. Very.
You know what's funny with Nick? It's like, yeah, don't have no kids. Well, how the fuck are you gonna propagate your race? You so-called the Aryan race if you're not gonna have any kids, you fucking idiot. That guy's a fucking retard. That's why you don't talk. That's why you don't talk to kids. What is he? 22? What a fucking idiot. I was thinking about getting married at 22, and that's fucking. Now that's being an idiot. You know, I'm young and dumb and ready to fucking start a family. Yeah, for me that would have been the dumbest move. But at the same time, for me not to think that is even dumber. Like that's what I've had that. You know, that's what my dad raised me for. He was born in the fucking 30s. You ain't think all that shit, old school conservatism. You know what I mean? That shit is ingrained. No matter how much of a degenerate it might act like. I mean, true conservative principles is like, yeah, have children, get married, have children, get a house, all that good shit. This guy here, he's definitely worse than an SJW almost.
So, Panboy in the chat says, Daddy's Doughboy is not Hispanic, talking about JDA. He's a lesbian.
No, okay, no, I would like to respond to this. He is not a lesbian. He is. Well, you know what? He's pretty gay.
Just look at TJ.
Fucking die. Pero tú no hablas español. You know what I'm saying? Tú hablas no español, pero tú eres primero hispánico en comic books.
Speak American, faggot.
We speak freedom here, sir.
No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna be the leading Hispanic, I mean, do something Hispanic. Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a weird flex.
He put some Taco Bell sauce down my throat. Is that Hispanic?
I don't mean to talk shit about him. Like, I don't got no beef with John like that. I don't know. You guys don't like him. I really don't care. It don't matter. Testy's dead. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, we're getting a little off topic now. We moved on from talking about one Latino, I guess, alt-right guy to talking about a Mexican alt-right guy. So they are different guys. There is a difference between JDA and Nick Fuentes. Anyway, Finatra, any final thoughts and opinions? Anything you want to say?
That's all. No.
All right, cool. Thanks for calling in. Like I said, there'll be open call-ins like at the end of the show after the musical intermission, and jump back on and chill.
No, that's all good. All right. You get starting to eat. All right.
All right. That, of course, is Lord Finatra. He does all the music for the Poz Show, guys. So if you're a fan of the intro song and the background music to the clips I put out, that's Finatra that makes those. So props to him. You can find the link to his channel in the description. He's also the host of the motherfucking Stank stream every Saturday night, Sunday morning. I get loaded up on liquor, head on over there and make an ass of myself. I stay sober for this show. So be sure to subscribe and tune in if you want more Peeg. We also have another caller here. Please welcome back to the show, Lionart.
Hello there.
No, kick him.
I've done some research into this mint thing as well as this Catboy thing at the same time.
Who kill us all?
Good God.
Lionart, are you letting us know that you would like to share some line art?
Indeed, I am.
Okay, chat. Let's see what line art's brought us today. What degeneracy do we have to look forward to today? Oh, okay, it's.
Oh, well, you know what? Hey, she's not nude. I'm gonna say that. You know,
those look like
that one kind of is okay.
These look like foxes. These look like foxes and not cats. I think you've got foxes here, Lionart.
What about this one?
Fucking hate this bit.
You let it fly, Pug. You're the one who lets this fly.
No!
Okay.
Where are you finding this shit? Where are you fucking
I Google searched mint cat boys.
Hashtag line art.
No.
Stranger said I've come to the wrong channel.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that was from my personal files.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, Lionart. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Might want to edit that shit out.
Fucking hell. That is I hate that fucking caller. He's the. Yeah.
I warned you.
I'll take my like and go. Yeah, I don't blame you, stranger. I don't fucking blame you.
I blame you, Pug.
Myself and comics. Why'd you stop?
If I die in a fire, it's your fault.
Did that last one have a cock?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking god damn it!
Did you
Now I
not
need to
see
edit
it?
this.
It was
Now I
huge.
need to edit. Now I need to edit this stream and take down the fucking. It'll take down the chat. Yeah, fuck you, Lionheart.
Looked at me.
Fucking hell! What time is it? 1:24:52. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay, guys.
Isaac
I think,
Lavina in the chat definitely doesn't understand what mint is.
They do now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, you know, like Smug, you're looking at the time and you're thinking, I have to go another fucking 30 minutes.
Well, that's all right because that's all our callers for this segment, and we can move on to our last topic. I'm sure this is the topic that will cause everybody to leave because, quite frankly, it's about Comicsgate, and Comicsgate is not as interesting as I guess Ethan Ralph or Mister Metokur or American First. So, but we're going to talk about this topic because it's kind of important. Let's talk about some schemes and scams. A Comicsgate story, and who better to introduce us to this story than Dean, who talked about it last Sunday night on his channel. Dean, why don't you let everybody know what's going on?
Yeah, so there were 6 CG creators that basically got fleeced. I mean, the verdict is still out if they got fleeced but I feel like the writing on the wall is pretty obvious. They got fleeced by a couple, Varian and Lola, not Lola Tug's wife, but different fat, disgusting Lola.
Oh.
And yeah, they pretended like they had this deal with Spencer's Gifts. You guys know the store that's always in every mall. To put like CG books in their store, and that should have screamed red flags right away. But it didn't. And 6 CG creators. There was 9 books between the 6 of them. 27,000 books were printed from those 9 books, and they were given to these schemers who, by all accounts, seemed to be meth heads that were scamming them. So I feel like that's as easiest as I can explain it.
Yeah, so that's why I played the clip at the beginning of this show of Mister Metokur basically coming on Ethan Van Sciver's channel and warning him and Comicsgate that since there's a lot of money getting thrown around in Comicsgate, it's going to attract an element that basically come to grift. And as Pamboy says, CG lol peasants. Yes, the Comicsgate peasants. So the culprits were, as Dean described, 2 Comicsgate creators by the name of Varian and Lola Grant. You can see this is their campaign here. That's their name. They raised $2,360 by 52 backers. This is their comic book contribution, which is it's a risque book about Lola's sex life, which is quite disgusting if you've actually seen a picture of her. We'll get to that later. But yeah, it's not exactly the kind of book that you'd I think kids would be interested in.
I don't think kids are interested in stories about greasing up a fucking oversized pig.
Yeah,
close.
Jesus.
So
throwing peanuts at an elephant. Anybody?
This is their channel, Indie Vault. They've got 2,800 subscribers, which is pretty decently sized for a Comicsgate channel. I mean, most Comicsgate channels have a couple of hundred subs, and I guess I got some clips. These go for a little bit longer, just to kind of put the information out there. Again, if you're not interested in Comicsgate, you might want to close the stream now. Like Comicsgate's very niche, it's very insular, it's not very important. But we're just gonna talk about what happened. So I got some clips. This is the first scam alleged scam, maybe. I guess better use the correct language. Even though, in my opinion, I think it definitely is a scam. Here we can see 3 people. The bottom creator down here is Luke Stone, who's another Comicsgate creator. He did the books Hybrids, which you can see here. And he came down with COVID in August of last year. And he had to be put into an induced coma and basically was put on a ventilator for months. You can see he's got the oxygen tube still in his nose. And he came on Black Rose Comics' channel to talk about missing funds for a charity, for basically GoFundMe's for his medical bills. Oh, and hang on a second. Hail chat, Matthew Fowler.
Yes,
Fowler.
send Matthew Fowler the link. He needs to come on.
The link is in the chat. Matthew Fowler is always welcome to come on whenever he wants. You can see here, I took this screenshot because Matthew Fowler's comments here too. Let's roll these clips. First is the allegations of missing funds from GoFundMe's raised in his name. So let's just have a look at this first segment.
We don't really dictate how much time we need to heal from things. You know, it's kind of up to our bodies.
Well, the doctor said I wouldn't wake up. In fact, before I woke up, they let my wife come in to see me because I wasn't improving, and they thought that, that he's gonna, I was gonna die. They thought I was gonna.
Oh shoot!
They thought I was gonna die, so they let my wife in when they weren't letting people in to visit. As soon as they took me off of the hard drugs and stopped having me on the paralytic, I was sharp. And
oh wow! Then they said, well, he's never going to get off the vent, and then I did, and they said he's never going to get off oxygen, which I'm down to 1 or 2 liters, but I will be off of oxygen soon enough. They also said I'd never walk, and I'm walking, and there's a lot of stuff they said I would never do, but they don't know the tenacity of the human spirit, and when you got God helping you, and the love and support of friends and family, there's nothing that you can't do. I heard that the news of my recovery didn't hit a few ears well. Oh.
Yeah, there was apparently there was a couple people that had attempted to grift me that were not upset, that were not super happy that I had survived.
Well, we're gonna lay them all down to waste when the time comes.
I just laugh about it. It's like,
yeah, let's go right into the.
Let's go into it. Well, let's go into the. I want to know about. So obviously you had the GoFundMe. We touched on that. Meredith and Nita did an awesome auction for you, which was a success. And there were also 3 other auctions and a raffle.
There were
that were done on your behalf, but
mine yes.
did not actually support you. So I guess, okay, so at that point, this is like December, so you're awake at this point, correct?
Yeah. I, they let me. By December, I had left my 3rd facility, going into my 4th. I came home middle of January, so yeah, I was getting real close to being able to come home. And the bills are mounting, and there's new equipment that I have to buy, because now my quasi crippled butt can't use a normal toilet, can't, get in the shower without, have to have a shower chair, all kinds of stuff that I have to have in the house to be able to come home, and that the insurance doesn't cover. And so we had to come out of pocket. And all of the funds and resources that were donated have gone directly to paying medical bills or getting things that I needed to be able to come home. And so it was, so that's what was happening in December. And I didn't even think anything about the auctions that were ran for Randy and I. I just assumed that my wife had gotten that. It wasn't until after I got home in January. But no, I was like, so I asked Beth, I said, how much do we have to work with here? And she was like, well, this came in here, this came in there. And then I was like, and then she was like, I haven't heard from Lola though about the other one. And I go, well, that's strange. But I'm not going to hunt people down and ask about it. So I just let it go, because that's, that's not my nature to, like, hey, you raised money for me. No, I'm just, I'm not here asking for charity. I'd rather give, I'd rather earn money than take it in many cases. And it wasn't until other people started coming to me, hey, have you seen any of those resources? I had to tell them no, I had to be honest about it. Lola did reach out to me, and she sent me $125 and said that her PayPal that she was using had gotten suspended, and that she'd be sending out another 500 later. But you know, that was the explanation given.
It's an interesting thing. Just I mean, because when I looked at PayPal, their PayPal terms of service says that they can accept donations not only for a personal fundraiser, but then also a charity. And for a personal fundraiser, it can go up to $20,000. So I just don't like that. Was an interesting thing when you said that, because I was like, I know you can do fundraisers on
There
PayPal.
are some, you know, I don't, you know, I'm not trying to throw shade or anything.
No.
People are telling me that there are some inconsistencies and discrepancies there. In fact, one person actually said that was on the inside and good friends with him for a while, did mention that suspension of the account took place before the fundraiser and was done for something unrelated. And so but I don't know. I don't have receipts on that stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, so this Luke Stone guy, does he always talk like that? Or is it because he's sick?
Well, he just got out of the hospital. But one thing I want to point out is that I think I know that they said that somebody told them that the PayPal was frozen before the charity. I'm not sure, but I do know that the charity was against PayPal's terms of service. I'm under the impression that it went down because of the charity, because they did a raffle, and that is against PayPal's terms of service.
Yeah, so this is the first part of the story. I guess the first grift is this missing funds from his recovery GoFundMe sort of stuff. Just briefly, we've got a caller. He had mic issues earlier. We're just going to put a pin in our Comicsgate story for now. Please welcome to the show El Cid Leon, El Cid Leon, who would like to briefly just tell us about what he thinks of Nick Fuentes on our previous topic. Welcome, El Cid.
Does this work?
Yeah.
You're live on the air, sir.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean,
no, it's fine. This show's a piece of crap anyway. So,
don't worry.
and the Comicsgate stuff is probably our least popular stuff. So yeah, feel free. You have some thoughts on Nick Fuentes?
I just think that he's basically using the suffering of people. He's I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, he's using the sufferings of people with men with depression, and he's basically using in a way that is malicious. Because the incel thing is just, I mean, the incel thing.
He's basically a grifter, is what you're saying. He's basically trying to
Correct.
profit off his
Correct.
audience. Yeah. I feel like the reason Nick Fuentes does what he does about the whole incel thing is I know there's a pretty large MGTOW and incel community online, and when you don't have a wife or girlfriend or children, you probably have a lot of disposable income.
I think he's gay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, but also that incel thing is anti-NATO, and we have to ask ourselves about the incel question, since it's becoming more prevalent around the world, since literally no one are having children anymore. Literally no one in this world, well, except in Africa, but for the most part, no one is having children.
Yeah, I think the lowest birth rates in the world are actually Germany, Italy, and Japan. And
sounds
if you really
familiar.
Yeah, I don't know why those three countries specifically are so affected. It really activates the almonds and gets the noggin jogging. I wonder what.
That sounds more of a conspiracy. The three countries that we have to fight with are more less than 100 years. Sounds very suspicious, but
Yeah,
in any case,
I don't know what those three countries have in common. Sorry, finish your thought, El Cid. Please continue, sir.
You said Japan, Italy, and Germany.
Yes, correct.
You know what those three are? We had a war with them.
Yes,
with
yes, the Axis powers. The Axis
correct.
powers.
But yeah,
yeah. But yeah, across the whole Western world, our birth rates are down.
yeah. But I was trying to bring up the incel thing, but it has to do. Hang on. Excuse me for the delay. It's just I have a problem getting the article on.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Excuse me for the delay. It's just having problems with it. I mean, I have this article called "The Incel Question," but I think. I mean, I got to read this out. It says incels are quite a topic lately in both mainstream mass media propaganda apparatus and in online circles. Simply defined as an incel is I mean, that's the obvious. It's an interesting coinage, particularly when one considers that celibate refers to both no marriage and by extension no sex in the traditional definition, ostensibly for religious reasons. Wherever incels are more disturbed by the lack of marriage or the lack of sex seems to be up for debate, while the mainstream media seems quite happy to just turn them into another boogeyman like white quote unquote white nationalist / white supremacist / white person air quote. The truth is a lot more complicated.
Sadly, now I feel
Yeah.
like hanging myself.
Distant Warriors clearly had enough of incels. He's a
yeah.
That's a long reading, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
I was unfortunately I was not prepared, but
no, that's fine, Elsie. This show is, like I said, this show here like is very
I mean,
very
it's
laid
basically
back.
my first time talking to this show. First time talking to internet for a long time, so I think I'm very rusted on debates. It's been a long time, unfortunately.
I think you did it.
You're
I think you did it
fine.
pretty.
I think you're fine, but what you read to us made me want to kill myself. So everything else.
I mean,
well, it's an interesting thing, the incel thing, because I think the term incel originated from a woman who couldn't get laid, and that's kind of where it came from. And then since then, it's been adopted for young men.
No, it was a gay woman. It was a lesbian in like the early '80s.
Mm.
So she was saying that she was involuntary celibate because she couldn't find other lesbians to have sex with.
I mean,
in the '80s.
I don't know. It's just I feel that it feels like incels are basically like feminists in a sort of way.
Scissor me timbers.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna continue on with the show, Elsie. Any final thoughts or opinions on Nick Fuentes, incels, Catboys, the BBC?
He's gay.
I just feel that Nick Fuentes is a grifter, and second, he's anti-NATO. Like he doesn't like what he's advocating. He's supposed to be like the messiah to save the West, but he's really not. He feels like he's like a homosexual. Like he feels like he's a homosexual. No doubt.
Saying that. Of course he's a homo. He can start a leaf blower.
I think,
and he's basically calling people who largely has communities like wignats. Like he had a fan that he called out a fan calling him a wignat. I don't know what it's called. It's called anime. I forgot his name, but
anime rightist.
Yeah, correct. I mean, he basically at least that guy is self-actualizing. He's basically going to a gym. He has a girlfriend, and he actually has critiques over his retarded philosophy of America First. At least he's better than Fuentes. I'm guaranteed.
Well, thanks for calling in and sharing your opinion. I think leaving this on Nick Fuentes being a homosexual is a great place to leave it. So thank you for calling in, El Cid. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's great to have you here.
You're welcome.
I like
anytime.
I like what Big Daddy has to say in the chat. He says, "What does this have to do with abos?" Yeah, see, there you go.
Well, abos are the enemy of the white race, so naturally Nick Fuentes fucking hates them. All right, so let's Nick Fuentes, it's a hot topic. He's a hot topic. Let's go back to it's kind of thrown me for six. Back to our Comicsgate story, the potential grift. Yeah, so we just looked at the
This was a
the chat.
scam, bro. Let's be real. This shit was
well,
a fucking scam.
I sent you a video, Smeeg. I don't know if you want to.
Okay, yes, yeah, you did. I'm just uploading it now. It might take a little moment. So the first part of this scam, like the red flag with this Lola and Varian, is that they basically raised money for Luke Stone, the gentleman down here in the bottom picture, and he only received $125 out of the total funds and was told that her PayPal was frozen. Dean just sent me a clip, so let's just see what this is.
I know a whole bunch of people that know Aaron and Shelley Lopresti, and I love Shelley Lopresti mainly because she is a great spouse, a caring, wonderful, supportive spouse of what her man is doing, and everybody knows I call her Mama Bear, and I love her. And Lola's the same way, yo.
So clearly, I'm glad.
I don't get it. What's the joke?
Shelley Lopresti's fucking bad shit, dude.
She is fucking nuttier than a shithouse rat. That's how crazy she is.
Thank you for wasting 15 seconds of my audience's time, Dean. But
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Fuck you, Smug.
The overweight woman on the left in that clip was Lola, the wife of the scam couple that did this. I've got some more clips because it doesn't end there. These are long chats, so if you're wearing headphones, I encourage you to get up, go to the bathroom, have a drink. If anyone on the panel needs to do so as well. These clips go for a little bit longer, so if you need to stretch your legs, do it now.
You can just go to sleep because that's what's probably going to happen.
I can go up and get a gun from my safe.
Yeah, you could eat a bullet as well. But
You should eat a bullet distant.
Yep, nice knowing you distant.
The missing charity funds weren't the only alleged scam committed by this couple. Like Dean was saying, they also had a deal with an outlet called Spencer's Gifts in the United States, an alleged deal where these Comicsgaters, other Comicsgate creators, would print thousands and thousands of surplus of books for this deal that apparently may have never existed. So let's just watch this clip and have them explain it to us.
I'm worried a lot about Randy. Randy took like $20,000 of his wife's retirement fund for this distribution deal that was set up, and to pay for books, because he had 3 books that he was paying for. Now I'm under Randy's umbrella with Arrow. We did see the last page of a contract that was signed by a person at Spencer's, and we called to get a hold of that person at Spencer's, and that person has never worked there. So unfortunately, the evidence is damning, and leads myself and all the other ones involved in this to believe that that the deal was never legitimate.
So I guess because the thing that I found interesting about this whole situation was, their response was, "This was real. We have proof. We'll be showing proof." And it kind of was like, well, that's all these creators ever asked for, and none of this would ever exist if you would have just shown that one little hint of something in a private chat, or a private, a private video call or whatever. Just that way you could just say, "Look, I've got this thing."
My last
and
meeting
this
with
thing
Varian,
shows.
My last meeting with Varian, I told him, I was like, look, because I'd been defending him to all the other creators. Because there was started to be, I guess, questions prior to what I call my nap. There were some questions about the validity of this whole thing. And so I knew that there was some questions, and coming out of my nap and talking to these other people, like, they started presenting bits and pieces of evidence, and I was like, this is unfortunate. It doesn't look good. I said, but I'm still in Varian's corner here. And so my last meeting that I had with him, I literally begged him. I said, look, just show me a letterhead. Show me any piece of mail. Show me an email. Pull it up on your email right now. And somebody at Spencers.com to show me that I'm not defending you for no reason, that this is real. Please do not make me a fool for having defended you. And he just back and forth, him hauled around, was unable to produce any proof. And he's like, and then I got a message the next day, hey, I put some stuff in the mail for you last night. All the account numbers are redacted, and I watermarked it in case you decide to show it to anyone. I know that it was you. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to show people, that if there's proof that this was real, because I want to say, look, I've been defending him. It's real. Of course, it's real. Of course, I'm going to show it. I'm not going to not show proof that this thing happened because people are saying that he's been lying about it. So of course I would show it. But that was 3 weeks ago, and I've yet to see it. So there's no reason why it shouldn't already be here.
I mean, apparently here in the chat, Dojo-kun says he has some supporting documentation. I think we need to shelf this for real.
Yeah, I spoke to Marion and Lola today for about 2.5 hours.
Wow.
I told them, I was on a stream with Dave Brink in the middle of the afternoon, and then I went right into a back room kind of stream with the Grants. And I've got nothing definitive. I do have a couple of supporting documentations. One of the things I had asked for, of course, was a copy of the contract. And they didn't feel comfortable providing that, even though an NDA would no longer be applicable for a contract that fell through. But it occurred to me, and I said this to them, that if you can't show me the contract, what you could show me is the NDA itself, which would then suggest that there was a contract. So he actually produced 2 NDAs, one from Spencer's, which I expected to see, and then another from a company that was an intermediary between the two of them. I was surprised to see that one. I hadn't heard anything about that company, but I think that company, I don't know if he wants me to reveal that company's name or not. I'm going to err on the side of caution and say no. He was looking for a company, though, that would provide business-to-business referrals. And so he found one, and based on what I've seen from the communications from that company, they are unprofessional. The email I saw that was purported to be from that company was rife with grammatical and spelling errors and just rude. Things aren't as clear as we think. And then he also provided their telephone number so that I can talk to that company and learn what I can directly from them. And like I mentioned in the chat, I've been looking up these names, trying to find them on LinkedIn and etc. And I did not find Jill Watts, the one who signed page 80 of the contract. But I did find an Aldo Lopez, who is the senior loss prevention manager of Spencer's, and he's a certified fraud examiner like I am. So I reached out to him. I will say that if anybody is being inept in this, it's that company that was supposedly the intermediary between Liberty and Spencer's. Just based on what I've seen.
I'll be honest with you, all of the none of the people that were involved in the deal knew anything about an intermediary company between Varian. It was Liberty Distribution that was brokering, which is Varian's company, that we were under the impression that he knew a guy that worked at Spencer's. And then had made the arrangements for the deal, and then before the preview magazines that Spencer's was supposed to put out, lost his job, and that somebody else took over, which was supposed to be this Jill Watts.
So I was told that originally you sent the stuff, you were supposed to get payment within 45 days.
Yes.
And then you were told the UPC codes were entered wrong. Yes. And that it was going to be another 120 days before you got payment. And then that 120 days came up and there was still nothing. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
So 165 days?
Yeah. And during that time, during that time, the creators, minus me because I was in the hospital, I was just a day or two away from being induced into a nap. They went to Egg Harbor, and the now infamous meeting with Spencer's corporate, where they all stood out in the parking lot at 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Nothing happened. didn't settle well with any of them. But that happened, and apparently there was a deal where Spencer said, look, we want more books. We've seen the quality of product. We like what we're looking at. These are all good books. So we want to, and they upped the deal a lot more, from just 2,000 copies of each book to a lot. I mean, we're talking thousands and thousands of books, more than 15,000 books per title.
I'm gonna interrupt, but Lola the Ender Princess is in the chat and wants to come on.
I'm happy to hear, but yeah.
Okay, so that clip was a little long. There's a lot. That clip was a little long, and it's kind of hard to follow. And stranger that like ask what the fuck happened. So essentially, these bottom two icons. Oops, we're getting some echo from somewhere. I think it might be you, Glenn.
Who, me?
Maybe. Let me just. Okay.
I'll mute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is the boring Comicsgate part anyway. So these bottom two characters here, these are the guys that come on the stream after that clip we just saw. On the right here, you have Lola, the indie princess. On the left here, you have Varian Grant, her husband. And they're both two Comicsgate creators. They organized a charity GoFundMe for this top guy up here called Luke Stone, who came down with COVID, was put on a ventilator. He was in an induced coma for months. And some of the funds appear to have gone missing that were raised on his behalf. In addition to that, these two individuals claimed to run a comic book distribution company that was, god damn it, distant. You two, rustling your potato chips or some shit. Their comic book distribution company also claimed to have a deal with Spencer's Gifts, where Luke Stone and several other Comicsgaters printed thousands of books. 17,000, I think, was the figure I was given.
No, 27,000.
27,000. They basically printed 27,000 books for this Spencer's deal, which never happened, which never came about. So they're all out of pocket now for thousands of books. It's very shady. The contact at Spencer's, one of them runs Spencer's. This contact, Jill Watts, doesn't exist, never worked for the company.
Yeah, she's the one that supposedly, I mean, she doesn't exist, but she's the one that signed the contract.
Yeah.
So that was the contract person. And then on top of that, you have, it's just all extremely shady.
It is.
Yeah.
It is extremely shady. And they apparently all flew to Spencer's to meet with Spencer's Gifts. Spencer's didn't even know there was a meeting. They were all waiting around in the car park. Vicky here, who touched on the subject last week with Dean, says $3K of each title, $2K for Spencer's, $1K for Liberty. So yeah, about 3,000 books for 6 creators, 9 titles, around 27,000 books. And
yeah, well, and then on top of that, you have the like Randy Zimmerman, I believe it was Randy Zimmerman, the guy who's still in a coma. He took out $20,000 of his wife's retirement to have his books that he was gonna give for this fraud deal remastered.
Yeah, so one of the creators that did this, I believe he did the book Only Death Can Save Us. He's actually in a coma right now for COVID as well. He took $20,000 out of his wife's retirement fund. He's basically out $20,000 from this deal, and in a coma. And so Varian Grant and Indie Princess Lola, the two suspects, I guess, came on the stream, and for 45 minutes they were just talking about nothing. Basically, like, we've got problems too. It's not our fault. We can't show you the contracts. We're under an NDA. We can't show you the NDA. My husband Varian had a stroke. Basically just wiggling and dancing and not really saying much of anything. And I guess the MVP of the stream was Matthew Fowler, who's in the chat here somewhere. Here he is here. Matthew Fowler, the main man. He decided, you know what? Let's start asking the real questions. So this is where the stream gets fucking great. So thank you, Matt Fowler. This is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Matthew Fowler fucking killing it.
Yeah, let's see how Matthew Fowler took him to task.
Complicated.
Whoa, who's this guy? Matthew Fowler?
Matthew Fowler.
Hey
What are
guys,
you doing here?
I've been throwing flame from the chat, man, because y'all been talking for 45 fucking minutes, and all I've heard about is medical conditions and fucking strokes and COVIDs and all that shit. And you know what? I'm sad about that, you know, but this is about business. A business deal got fucked up, and nobody knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so let's start at the beginning, right? Variant cover, dude in the middle, right?
Yep.
You're the guys who brought the deal, right? You're the guy, right?
I'm the guy who, the deal came to, yep.
So, what's the origin story? How'd the deal come about? Let's just start at the beginning.
I guess the quick version, and you guys forgive me, it's getting late, so I'm...
No medical conditions or anything, just straight up business.
I understand.
Like I hollered at Spencer's, showed them Blue Eyes, whatever, just the business. You know,
So,
like because the emotional baggage is acting as like a defense for us not to get to the bottom of like what the fuck this business shit is. You understand? Through on a merry day, and then you just wake up this morning and you have a Spencer's deal in your lap. No, start at the beginning, bro.
So
start at the beginning.
Right. So what happened was, first of all, I started Liberty, the company, in 2015.
Right.
Through it, when someone would order stuff from my comic publishing company, when I sent it with Liberty package. You know, just kind of giving myself this experience.
So what is Liberty? Is Liberty a comic book publishing company? Is Liberty a shipping and fulfillment company? What is this Liberty brand?
Distribution. For independent comics.
All right. So since 2015, the company Liberty, that is a distributor of independent comics, has distributed how many independent comics, and where has it distributed them to?
Well, since 2015.
Yeah.
Now we've got. Well, now
I mean, you don't have to think of the whole list. Naming one thing would be fine. Like I sent issue X to company Y. You know, you don't have to give me your whole catalog.
All right. So we've taken Catharsis, that went out to Green Brain Comics. That was Psycho Sirens, went out to Green Brain Comics. We got a lot of stores that are involved and that have.
So what is Green Brain Comics? Is that a local comic book shop somewhere?
That's a local comic shop to me. We had another comic shop.
So you put one comic in one local comic book shop?
No, you asked me for one comic.
I mean an example. Say like, yo, Discrepitude. I sent to 15 stores or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So no, I thought you wanted one store.
You haven't even answered my first question. So like, we're starting off on a bad foot because you're already seeming mad sus. You understand? I've got 4 comics and I can tell you exactly where I sent them, you know, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The hem hawing around is sus. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to try again and be real clear and just start, what has Liberty distributed that would make people get on board with you?
You need to be nicer to my husband. He had a stroke.
It's
and
okay.
you're
It's okay.
No.
COVID. My wife's father died of COVID. I've had printing problems. You know what? Y'all never heard of it because I don't play the sympathy violin for every motherfucker. We're talking business shit. You're gonna all right? And you're gonna pop off at me like you can pop off at people in DMs, disrespect Luke who's recovering or whatever. But I don't play that shit, Candy. So why don't you put on hold and let your man talk? All right. Because you ain't doing nothing but making excuses. So go wait in the car, okay? He'll be out in a minute.
I think your ratings just
wait
went
in the
up.
car. He'll be out in a minute.
Wait a minute.
You need to go wait in the car. Or wherever fucking hole you crawled out of.
I look like I crawled out of a hole. Look around me, cat. You're sitting from fucking Instagram angle, weird dark room. I'm sitting in the middle of a comic book room. I'm here for comic books. So let's talk about comic books and distributing them. All right? Because you're hem-hawing around. I want to hear some answers. What's the deal? How did the distribution deal start? How did you trick 6 creators into printing out tons of books and sending them to you? I want to start at the beginning. Okay? Can we do that?
No, I'm
I
not
understand
answering.
you had a stroke, sir, but you're on the internet trying to answer for a bunch of missing money in a community that's already suffering from low
What missing
customer
money?
confidence because of schemes and scams. We've got a saying about motherfuckers like this. It's called schemes and scams. We got words for it. It's fudge, and we tell about fudge. We don't hide the fudge and tuck the fudge away under an NDA and say we can't say shit because it's NDA. You can't NDA an NDA. You can show the NDA and prove you're in business with something. It's weird. The excuses are just shady. We should have the NDA screen shared right now because that's not against any law. You won't even tell me what you distributed. You're like, I sent one book to one shop once in 2016.
He
I mean,
has
come on,
memory
people.
problems. He had a fucking stroke.
it's
Maybe you don't know what
okay.
a fucking stroke does to
Hey,
people.
stop. Will you? Okay, you're gonna
Okay,
have to
I
sign
don't know what a stroke
let's-
does to people. Motherfuckers out here in these streets grinding, giving everything they got to make these books, and your
Exactly.
con
That's
artists
what we
just
fucking
float
do
in
every
on the
day.
grift stream and just fucking start jacking people. And we got questions.
No
All
one.
right, the chat is lit up asking for me to come in here. Why? Because you guys did nothing but talk about medical conditions for 40 minutes, and we don't even know how this deal began. So start at the beginning. You distributed comics 2015 loosely. You started doing it, right? How many thousands of comics have you distributed since 2015?
There's been no thousands of comics. I can assure you.
It's been not thousands of
No,
comics?
it's not.
So what way, shape, or form do you feel qualified to even begin to negotiate a deal where you have independent creators printing out 3,000 copies a piece of books out of pocket? So why wouldn't you follow the standard operation of putting a book in stores, which is filling out an application at Diamond to place an ad to distribute through the Diamond
Well, I
catalog?
mean, I'm the distributor, so I have to find business. So I'm
Right,
like,
but you never distributed in 5 years 1,000 books, so you're not a distributor. You're a distributor in name only. You're a Potekman distributor. Do you know what a Potekman village is? It's like in Korea where they paint a village to look like it's a town to trick people coming through, and it's really a fake burnt-out city. So you had a Potekman publishing company going into this deal, yes or no? You said yourself you distributed less than 1,000 comics in 5 years.
Let me explain.
So,
how
so
that
you
works.
deceived the fellow creators. They did not know about the middleman.
No one got deceived. The middleman wasn't.
If
the
you
middleman-
withheld information by lying through not telling them shit, that's still lying. That's deceiving, and you deceived the creators by making them think you were higher in the food chain than you were, continuing your illusion of a Potekman village, a fake city. You understand? So
well,
there's
that's your
now there's a
opinion.
middleman.
That's your opinion that you're mixing. That's your
That's not
opinion
an
that you're
opinion.
mixing.
If you did not show, right?
That's your opinion that you're mixing, and you can yell at me all you want.
I'm
and-
not yelling. I'm
Yeah,
just
and-
about
but
6
it's-
feet
it's
from
still-
my mic. I'm
it
sorry.
is
It's
still.
unplugged.
It is still. I came on the show because, listen.
Well, you came in the show because you're in hot water because you've done a super critious level
And I want to
screw
try
up,
to
and
clear it
people are
up, but I
trying
seen
to
Luke here,
sort
and
it
that's who I
out.
wanted to talk to, and I want to talk to all the people who were involved because technically, like you said, that's who got hurt. You didn't get hurt, Matthew.
Right,
Phoenix didn't get hurt.
No, don't
Luke got
remove
hurt,
me
and
from the
that's why I wanna
situation
talk
that
to the
I didn't
people
get
who are
hurt.
hurt. I
Anything
don't
that
wanna-
happens in this Comicsgate indie scene, I've got skin in the game. If it damages
understand that.
customer confidence, it hurts me. So you don't remove me from that yet, please.
I'm not.
Thank
I'm just
you.
saying I need to talk to these guys so they can understand what.
Right, but you already have established a pattern of deception. All
No, I
right,
haven't.
you've got
No, I
the
haven't.
company that's publishing that hasn't distributed 1,000 comics in 5 years. Then you've built up this deal where you have a connection to Spencer's that's not a real connection to Spencer's, but the hiring of a focused marketing group, and you've neglected to share that information with all the creators who will be spending their hard-earned money printing out these stacks of books. You understand what I'm saying?
Roasted him, bro. Roasted
Fucking
him.
Matthew Fowler not taking any fucking prisoners and not taking any shit.
Yeah, though.
What? Oh, you go,
Sorry.
Dave, you go.
I was just gonna say, man. Yeah, no, he got him. Like the whole thing is obviously it's so fraudulent, and like I don't know, Matthew got him pretty well. One of the things that like you can't really tell when like you're watching clips like this, but Varian started off when he came on with this speech impediment thing as like some type of grift for his stroke that he totally had. But when like Matthew Fowler's grilling him, when you watch it like one or two times, you start to realize that the guy like starts slipping on the whole stroke speech impediment. So I thought that was really interesting, but you can't really pick that up when you're watching these clips. So I just wanted to take note of it.
Yeah. So Varian, like you probably heard Lola saying, "Well, you need to be nice to my husband. He had a stroke," and then Matt tells her to fucking. It says, "Hey, Candy, take your ass to the car. The men are talking, basically."
Yeah, he did.
But
that was my favorite part.
Yeah, you do notice over time, like this speech impediment that Varian has from his stroke, it starts to slowly disappear as the stream goes on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, as Vicky says, by the end of the stream, Varian was talking normally. Now, we do have something else here. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to post the link in the chat, but this is from 2009. And this is an article where basically another business partner of Varian and Lola's, I think credit to I think you and Vicky for finding this, right, Dean?
It was Vicky, from what I know. I think Jazz had also found it though.
Vicky does all the work. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, she does. Sure.
Yeah, but if you're interested in this topic, go read this article. The link is in the chat. But basically, this isn't the first time this Varian has been accused of something like this. So, yeah. Very shady. If you want to watch the entire murder stream, I have it here. It was on B Rose's channel. It went for 4 hours and 20 minutes. It's a massive stream. Matthew Fowler comes on, I think, at the 2 hour and 20 minute mark. So if you want to watch Matthew Fowler,
just skip to that part. That's
just skip to the 2 hour and 20 minute mark. You can watch Matt eviscerate these guys for. Oh fuck! It seemed like it went on forever, but it was beautiful the whole time. And Vicky says Jazz found the article, so credit to Jazz for finding the article. The last thing we'll say is that Dojo Kun Comics, he was the guy in the second clip, the bald guy. He's a fraud investigator, and he's actually hunting this down. Like he's speaking to the company, he's investigating this. He's going to be doing a live stream 8 p.m. this Sunday, reporting on what he finds. So if you're Comicsgate and you want to know more about this and figure out what happened, that's Dojo Kun Comics' link in the chat. He's a fraud investigator. He is on the case. And if you wanted to know even more, Vicky and Dean, D&V Investigations, they also EFAP'd a pretty large portion of the stream. And you can find their video linked in the chat as well. So there it is right there. Before we take on callers, there's one small other thing we'd like to promote, and that's Matthew Fowler, a name you can trust. And this is his latest comic book, Tiger Blue. It looks fucking great. Isaac Levina's posted the link in the chat. Very, very interesting concept. You've got the Nazis who made this, I guess, mutant animal tiger man to work for the mafia, trained by Japanese samurai. So it's got that German, Japanese, Italian feel again. But let's just quickly look at the trailer, and then we'll take on some callers, because Matthew Fowler deserves a massive shout out, and he deserves your trust. He's fulfilled 2 books previously. He doesn't fuck around. He ain't afraid to talk about fudge and to tell a bitch to get the fuck in the car, shut the fuck up. So yeah, praise to Matt
the
Fowler.
most honest name in comics.
Yeah, Matthew Fowler, the name you can trust.
1935, Chicago, Illinois. Early elements of the Axis powers are secretly working together to develop the ultimate bioweapon. Ferocious beasts created by German occult science, trained by dark samurai, and used by the mafia as lethal enforcers. When Tiger realizes how truly disposable he is, he rebels against his masters. Forced to fight his brothers, Tiger's struggle for vengeance and survival is about to begin. With an authentic retro video game in the works, toy, and poster art by the legendary video game box artist Tom Dubois, you'll want to get your claws on Tiger Blue, back in now.
Yeah, great looking book. I've backed it. We lost Distance. We lost Distant Warriors somewhere, but that's fine. The stream's
It's a
been
real
going for a while.
tragedy.
Just before we bring on the callers, you've all been very patient. Let's just quickly go around the panel. Dean, scam or not a scam? What do you think? Is it a scam? Are they scamming? In your opinion?
We should give them a chance. You guys are just picking on them. Leave these small creators alone is what I would say if I was a faggot like John Delarose. But no, it's obviously a scam.
How dare you?
Robert Shepard, what do you think, sir? Scam or no scam from what you've seen?
Oh, that's a fucking scam.
Yeah, it's pretty shady.
Especially just the fact that Lola's got any kind of say in it it'd be a good indicator that maybe you should avoid that shit. Just saying.
Keith Champ would just like to say, Nazi Japanese tigers, manga BTFO cartoons yet again. Yeah, so yeah, do check out Tiger Blue on Indiegogo. Matthew Fowler is the salt of the earth. I think that's a good saying, right? Like,
yeah.
Does that mean when you're the salt of the earth? Is that good?
Yeah.
Because I always thought salt was bad for the earth. It's fucking like.
I don't know. It's a gay saying. I don't say it in Lola is fat.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's bring on some callers. There's a lot of them in the back already. Let's bring them on and see what they think. TJ Swan, sir, what do you think? Scam or no scam? What's up?
I'm in the process right now of backing this book, dog. I got sold, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the pictures and shit. You know, I got a brand new laptop, so I'm able to do two things at one time now. And I'm actually right now backing this shit right now as we speak. Dude went in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. That's all I got to say, man.
We got a sale.
You got one. You got one a day. You got one a day. I'm all about the smaller creators, man. Fuck, that Ethan shit and all the big dudes, man. It's all good. I ain't gonna fuck with them, but guys out there trying to get it, I'm with them, man. So I'm backing it right now.
Yeah, well, like I said, Matthew Fowler, he's put out 2 books before. Like he's got a reputation for fulfilling on time, and yeah, that's what I'd say to any Comicsgate is watching. Support the people that support you. Like look into these people, and yeah.
He said, I'm looking at. He said, if I'm scrolling, I think he said what May. He says it's gonna be released in May. Is he in the chat or something? I don't know. But...
yeah, he's there. He says, thanks, TJ. Thanks for back.
Yeah,
see?
No problem, dog. No problem, dog. Gotcha. Right, go ahead. I'm out.
Okay. Yeah, well, thanks for calling in, TJ. Before you leave, though, any thoughts? What do you think from what you've seen? Do you think these guys are grifting? They jacking motherfuckers? What are they doing up on these streets?
Personally, I really don't give a shit. And like for real. But it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So I just leave it at that. Hey, you got a book out of it. You know what I'm saying? I like old boy style, Matthew, man. I like his style, man. I don't want to get it. You know, strokes and stuff is very serious, and you know, I don't want to say anything bad or good. I don't want to say people are fronting or they're not fronting. So I honestly really don't give a shit. I'm gonna just get the book. The book look good.
Yeah, Arbiter Media says lolcows are getting credit while scamming and doxing small creators. It's such a shit show. Yeah, Comicsgate. That's why I cover Comicsgate, to be honest, because it's very niche and you might not be interested in it, but it's never not full of drama, is it really? It's never not full of drama, just like Gamergate and all the rest of them. Thanks for calling in, TJ. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, our next caller, the main man, the CG musician. Please welcome Finn. Welcome back, Finn.
Welcome back, buddy.
Yo. Freaking, I was in the truck. I passed out for a minute, but you know how like you could like half sleep and you could hear what's going on, but you're trying to like rest your brain, rest your eyes. So I'm listening to Matthew Fowler half asleep, like this guy's the fucking shit. I was damn Matthew, that was some good stuff right there, man. Really happy to know a guy like you. Really proud to know a guy like you in Comicsgate, man, and really awesome, man. Really awesome. And yeah, I think it's a scam, but I was one of the first guys who kind of met Luke when he came into Comicsgate, and he don't talk like that. So whatever happened to him really freaking rocked him, and which kind of sucks, you know, because I'm the type of guy who doesn't really believe it until I see it. And man, seeing him talk like that, or hearing him talk like that was freaking that's pretty raw. And then all the other guys who got scammed out of the books. You talk about Passion for Drawing got scammed out of 20 stacks. Are you
$20,000, dude. $20,000.
stacks. Yeah, people will get fucking murdered over $20 around where I live. It's about 20 stacks. They ain't no talking about it. You come up with that money or you about to get rocked. That's how we handle it around here. Which sucks. That's why I don't borrow money from people. But no, there's no talking about it. There's no talking about it. Where is my money? Or you made me spend my money and there's no distribution deal. I'm coming to see you. And you're going to give me my money or I'm going to crack your head open. That's it. There's no talking about it. And
not to bring in the thunder.
No, but that's not how, like me, I would have to like figure out some way because I don't want to go to jail, but there's people out there who don't care. 20 stacks, they're coming to break your face open, straight up. If I owe somebody 20 stacks, I'm leaving the country or something. Somebody's going to find me, you know what I mean? They're going to want that freaking money.
Amit Rayner's got a lot of criticism for you in the chat.
I don't punch down, okay? I don't punch down. I punch up.
Your number one A-log. How does it feel, Finatra, to have an A-log? Like, as small as your channel is, you've got the fucking Amit A-log in you every chance he gets.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm doing something right. Suck a motherfucker should take some notes.
It is what it is, I guess. Any final thoughts or words?
I guess that's it. And yeah, back Tiger Blue if you haven't. I'll be talking about it. And yeah, if you want to continue this freaking Matthew parade later on the Stank stream at the end of the week, I'll do that. I might make a get in the car fucking song. That's what I'm gonna make. Get in the car song.
Oh yeah, I'm just putting your channel in the chat now.
Go wait in the car song. That's just gonna go ahead to the car, let grown men speak. Oh, what channel was that? Black Roses? That was Black Roses?
No, that's your channel, bro. So yeah, every Saturday night on the Stank stream over on Finn's channel. Oh yeah, that was Black Roses. Oh,
okay.
Black Roses channel where all that went down. I put if you scroll back in the chat, the link for Black Roses channel is there if you want to watch the whole thing. Not that it's going to matter because I think I have to censor out a lion cock that Lion Art showed, so the chat will probably disappear. But anyway, thanks. I'll just put you in the back.
He said you could probably get away with that one, so why not just let it slide until something happens?
All right. Well, I'm just going to put you in the back, Finn. We're going to probably go for a little longer, and I'll bring you back on just to hang out for a little bit. We've got El Cid. Welcome back, El Cid. Any thoughts on the Comicsgate grift?
If this feels more of like a AstroTurf grift, if I be honest. And
yeah.
I mean, I'm not that familiar. It's been like years since I've done this Comicsgate. It's just AstroTurf. There's nothing all this cannot be saved. Like nothing can be saved. Like like comic books machine has to be burned down. If I be honest.
Yeah. I think comics, to be honest, aren't really worth saving. I mean, you look at the stuff that Marvel and DC are doing, and there's just no stopping it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. There's more important things to worry about. Like, no offense to anyone.
It's just neoliberalism at its purest form. That's what it is. Like everyone hates this. Like literally everyone. It's neoliberalism at its purest form, and it's degenerative. It's obnoxious. No one likes it, and that's why everyone's radicalized. Everyone's radicalized in some way, shape, or form. I really hope this ends.
Keith Champs with the comment of the night: comics are kosher garbage. Manga is honorary.
Exactly. That is the correct take.
There you go. Any final thoughts and words, El Cid, on what do you think? Do you think this is a scam after what you've seen? Do you think these guys are scamming, in your opinion? Of course.
Obviously, it's malicious. It's pure malice. I really hope that just support every local authors or artists. Like I actually got some books from a very independent publisher. They're really good, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
really,
like there's people out there that you can trust, like Matthew Fowler. I think Tim Lim is another great creator. He does the Carmen America series. Like you can, if you want to walk away from the mainstream stuff, just do a little research and look for the guys that you can trust.
I mean, I really hope that most people will just get rid of all this stuff like TV or comics. Like I did have cable for 6 years. I'm much better now. Because TV was draining. It was basically like costing like $160 per month. Like it's. I mean.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to unplug. I don't really watch television anymore, or any of these streaming services, or any of that guff. It's,
that's just probably my final thoughts.
Yeah, I think the internet's where it's at. Thanks for calling in, El Cid. I appreciate it.
And video games.
Right. And video games.
Yeah.
We have one final caller, and then we can finally start wrapping it up. I probably will. I'll probably bring on. We'll maybe go a little longer, just so we can chill with Finn for a bit. But please welcome to the show, Gandhi Gunnis, Hole Your Mom.
Shit.
All right. So I spoke with India tech support. All right. I spoke with General Mattis. All right. And all he's saying is that this is a scam. All right. 100%. This is a fucking scam. Even John Michael Kelly confirmed it.
John Michael Kelly?
Oh, really?
John Michael Kelly's back?
Oh, yeah.
Did he tell you in between taking his hormone pills?
All right, well let's slide off of the Comicsgate talk, and let's talk about John Michael Kelly, because I heard a little rumor that JMK is back.
Yes,
and
the man, the legend, he is back, and he's ready to finger your sister, Spectre.
Okay.
I don't think Spectre's around.
But I heard JMK's now a tranny. A trap.
Yeah, either that or he just went gay.
Well, from what I heard from Ray, she was beefing with John on like that Twitter fucking live stream shit, whatever they have, and fucking John was acting oblivious over the him calling her the N-word.
Oh yeah, Ray
entered. You can say it on my show, Pods. What did JMK?
Can't say it, though.
Oh, okay. Well, Dean, what did JMK call Ray? Saggy Melons.
I don't think Dean's here. He said he was hungry.
Yeah, or
Spectre's
fingering him.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! He called her a nigger.
A lying nigger.
And
a lying
quote.
Fucking. So.
And when JMK said it to Ray, he fucking meant it.
Dude, he said it with so much hate, bro. Holy fuck.
All the fire. It was great. And then Ray. Well, okay, some of us might have let Ray know that JMK is in fact back on Twitter, and he's around. He's definitely around, Mr. John Michael Kelly. So she enters a Twitter live space, which is what our good friend John has been up to, and she confronted him about it, and he's acting like it never happened.
Yeah. Well, this sounds like a good conversation for the after show. Sorry, Gandhi, if you want to stick around, I'm going to put you in the back room. We're going to play our musical intermission. I'll bring you back on with Finatra and everyone else who's still back out there, and we can talk more about JMK.
All right, sure. But remember, beware of the dragon, or he's going to put some hot sauce in that booty hole.
Nobody here knows who Von Dragon is. Get out of here.
I've got no idea. I think we're going to do a stream on Vaughn Dragon. All right, guys, this is supposed to be the midpoint, but we've gone way over time. We're going to play our musical intermission, then I'm going to bring back on some of the callers just for a little chat for a little while longer. So those were our topics this evening. If anyone needs to dip out, that's fine. But let's.
Yep.
We've got a new song. It's from Lord Finatra, the main man, and it's on a topic we covered 2 weeks ago, which was the Froskurrin and Yellow Flash, I guess debate, or not debate, lack thereof, stream they did. So. Please put your hands together. It's a real banger for Froskurrin and Pastor Flash. Nice on the Eyes by Lord Finatra.
Have a good night, everyone.
I hope G4 TV goes belly up. Fuck G4 TV. Fuck Frost. Fuck Adam Stessler. Fuck all those people.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
When you tell 85 million people, I don't want you as a fan, you should go belly up. Why don't you let me be your fan?
It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
How is it embarrassing? If she came on my show, I'd shit on her the minute she came on.
You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day.
Fuck you. This bullshit that she said over the past couple of months.
Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Because fuck her, dude.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
She said she doesn't want me as her fan.
Every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you.
Fuck her. Fuck Adam Sessler. You're both scumbag pieces of shit. Why don't you let me be your fan?
Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. For you. For you. For you. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Why don't you let me be your fan?
For you.
Mr. Trump, I don't want you as a fan.
I don't exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
G4 TV.
For you.
I go belly up.
I don't exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Why don't you let me be your fan?
You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist.
Your teeth look dead, bro.
And that's just obvious. I don't exist to be nice on the eyes for you. For you. For you. For you. For you. For you. I don't exist to be nice on the eyes for you. There will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host. It's somehow...
Talk to him, boss!
All right, that was our musical intermission, and apparently we lost Glenn. We're going to probably go for maybe just another 9 minutes, guys. We'll just go for another 9 minutes. It's been a long stream. It's been a while. So if you want to jump on and, I don't know, talk about any of the topics or maybe something else, let's bring back our callers. Please welcome back to the show TJ Swan, Gandhi Gunner, Hole, your mom, Elcid Leon, and Finatra. What's going on, guys?
Hi. So,
is this still live? Is it still live?
Yeah, it's
Still
we're
going.
still alive.
It's over.
So
Still
TJ, do you
alive.
like hot sauce?
Oh, nigga, I'm black. What do you think?
Oh, I thought you only like, fried chicken and all that.
I should have left that.
Texas Pete, dog. I don't eat fried chicken unless it got hot sauce on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Well, do you like eating out, a whole?
Come
Come
women?
on.
What are you
Don't
doing,
with that.
Pods?
Nothing. Listen. I'm just trying to introduce the dragon to new people, okay?
You asking me? Are you asking me or?
Yes, I'm asking.
I wanna-
Go on.
I don't eat strange pussy, but if she's my girl, yeah, I love eating pussy.
Oh, okay. What about a dragon pussy?
A dragon pussy?
Yeah,
What's that?
a dragon.
You talking about eating a actual Komodo dragon, like a flying dragons?
Oh no,
What are you
I'm
talking-
talking about.
Jeez.
I'm talking about the dragon.
What is this about?
No, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is the
confused.
part of the show. where-
Yeah. You got me on that one. I don't know. We went from eating pussy to eating dragon's pussy. You lost me, dog. It's okay.
All right, I'm just gonna chill with that. I've been overdosing on some hot sauce anyway, so.
Why won't you let me be a fan?
What's up,
She
Finn?
won't even let me be her fan.
Yeah, so that's a fucking great song too, Finn. I wish I had that song 2 weeks ago when we talked about the Yellow Flash and Frosk thing.
Oh, that's
Freaking I tried to make it in like a couple days. I rushed it and it didn't sound that good, but whatever. I'll do it again. I'll fix it up.
Hey,
I got a
Finn.
really awesome visualizer I'm working on, and this shit is top notch, yo. This shit is that shit is ridiculous.
Hey,
Like
hey,
the one
Finn.
you just seen right there, kind of like that, almost like that. But I'm working up to something that looks as good as that one did. That you just showed for that one song I made. What's up,
Hey,
DJ?
Hey, look. I fucked around the other day. What's up, dog? I fucked around the other day on some impulse shit. And I
And bought
bought
an
the
MPC?
Yes, listen, because I used to fuck with the 2000 XL. and I bought the MPC one. I'm rusty as a bitch because we're talking about like what 2002, 2003, some shit like that. So this is all, but it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me, bro. I'm back, baby. I'm back. A little bit. I'm getting frustrated. A whole lot of YouTube watching. A whole lot of YouTube watching.
Make me a beat and I'll rap over. I'll try to.
Bro, I'm going about it a different way. Like back in the day, when I had the, the MP, the Tritons, and all that shit. But I'm going about it a different way now. Now I'm going from the drums first, so I'm like sampling my drums and shit. So I'm really on some I'm taking baby steps with this shit. And the whole, you gotta understand, like from where I'm from from like some analog shit. And I had like Cool Edit Pro back in the day, whatever, with the computers and shit. But
we have an accusation in the chat for you, TJ.
My bad.
We've got an
I was
accusation.
confused about the Comicsgate, to be honest. I haven't done the subjects for years. I still don't know about the whole thing.
Well, I don't blame you, dude. Comicsgate, it's very niche.
That shit is whack.
I mean, it's so confusing and convoluted. Like, what's really going on?
Nah, the shit is whack, yo. Look, Comicsgate is whack as fuck.
Let's come back to that just quickly. Well Hung and Dung says TJ doesn't know who his father is. Never mind, know what you're talking about.
Oh dear.
TJ, any thoughts on Will Hung's?
I know exactly who my father is. That's about all I got to say about that.
Yeah. You know, when TJ was born, his mother asked for a paternity test.
What the fuck?
They didn't exist.
What?
They didn't exist back then. Paternity tests didn't exist 44 years ago.
God damn it, George. El Cid, while we've got you here, you said you'd previously followed Comicsgate. When did you stop following it? Just out of curiosity, because I noticed it was a lot bigger back in 2018 and 2017. So
I think I believe it was probably around 2017 or 19. I don't know per se, but it's just a lost cause, if I'll be honest. Probably around.
It's trash.
There's still guys around here.
It cannot be saved. It cannot be saved. It's just new liberal propaganda.
The well,
that's what it is.
The well has been poisoned, and I'm not gonna speak on who poisoned it and how it got poisoned.
I was talking about that dog whistle of poisoning wells, but
Comicsgate used to be for guys like Matthew Fowler, like Gat Hansel, like
supposed to be for nerds.
No. It was for the thing with Comicsgate was this. Let me say this. Comicsgate was when it popped off. It was look. The industry is telling you to go fuck yourself. The readers and certain artists and writers, they're telling you to go. If you don't think like we think, go fuck yourself. Writers, artists, and the fans and the customers. So Comicsgate was created to say, okay, well, you know what? If you tell us to go fuck ourselves, we're gonna make our own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Entrepreneurship, yeah.
And then it turned into the exact same thing that whatever. On a certain end, on the higher end, it turned into the exact same thing. But the lower ends, the guys that's trying to, man, I'm all support of people chasing their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like Matthew Fowler, look at this boy. You know, if you try to chase your dream, man, hell, go and get it. And if I can help you out and give you a couple dollars, hell yeah, let me see what you're working with.
I'm quite busy, if I'm being honest, but it's just the other thing is just.
Oh yeah, quick question. What happened to the producer? Or like Manning's? Yeah, what happened to that dude?
Who? Morg?
Yeah, Morg. What happened to that motherfucker?
No, he's still around. He's probably asleep or something.
Oh,
Speaking of sleeping, guys, we've gone. I normally like to keep these streams at 2 hours. We're at the 2 hour and 40-minute mark. I just brought everyone on to just, have a quick word. I'm probably going to end the stream. I haven't had lunch yet. But I'm going to go around the panel. I'm going to give you all final thoughts. TJ, it sounds like you've got something to say. So why don't you go first? What would you like to say to the good people at home watching?
I want to say that when Comicsgate, I say Comicsgate.
Oh.
What the fuck happened to Super CG Comics? But anyway, fuck all that. When Comicsgate, I'm drunk. Anyway, when Comicsgate was created, it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing, especially for the average guy that didn't have an avenue to get in. They had the skills or had the passion.
So did that hot sauce?
Now, stop being an asshole.
This again.
Anyway,
no. All right, well, come on, DJ. Come on, DJ.
Oh,
What
no,
do
no,
you
all
think?
right. You give me to wrap it up. Wrap it up. All right, you give me to wrap it up.
Yeah, just I'm
No,
trying
That was quite the chip out.
Oh,
It
hell,
was-
the White
it-
Dragon.
Oh,
So
no.
what you're
Hail
saying
the
is
White Dragon.
CJ
Hell the White Dragon. I'm
All right,
just
Hail the
saying.
White
I'm just saying. It was a
Are you
beautiful
done
thing,
with
man.
your chimp out?
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Are you done with your chimp out so we can talk here? The white people want to talk.
That's the perfect
Yeah.
time to I think live on that. Gandhi gonna hole your mum. Anything you would like to say to the good people watching at home?
All right, remember, kids, be sure to trust India when it comes to tech support, all right? And be sure to subscribe to my fucking channel. I don't have a channel anymore. Rip me. Goodbye.
Okay. See, TJ, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. El Cid, any? Oh shit! Hang on, let me bring it back. El Cid, any final thoughts on anything tonight?
If I be honest, just go on to just go on to your I mean, just go outside because everything in this even the internet is not safe. Just go outside just to have your minds
at ease.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Like at ease?
I think what El Cid's saying is, don't worry about this stupid stuff. Go outside, and maybe go to the gym, go to the beach, go to the park, walk your dog, and work on self-improvement. Is that what you're trying to say, El Cid? Don't worry about TV and comics and all that stuff.
Go put a burning cross in somebody's front yard.
This whole thing in politics. I mean, there's no political solutions, as we've seen with the Canada convoy, and just self-improve. Since everything in this world is gonna be worse, it will get better. It will get much better after we struggle with this. Just my final thoughts.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, El Cid. You're welcome on any time. Yeah, I think those are words of wisdom. It's going to get a lot worse, but afterwards it's going to get better. Speaking of getting worse, George, what would you like to say?
You know why Dabbster likes women in leather?
Why?
Because they smell like new trucks.
Okay, get the fuck out of here, George. I'm not even going to... Okay, oh, look who's here. Risey here. Risey's here, and it's the end of the show. Hargrave, the White Dragon. You only joined pretty late in the game. What would you like to let everyone know at home?
I'd like to let everyone know that a former member turned enemy recently died, and I cannot be more thrilled with it. The White Dragon has never been so excited and happy in his entire life.
Holy shit.
A traitor has died, and I am exuberant about it. Fuck my son. He's a piece of shit. That is all.
Okay. Oh, fuck. If he's talking about who I think he's talking about. We'll let the Arbiter Media ask Bob Saget. I don't think so. I think some people, we're getting some amens and some lols. Disavow. Woo, guys.
Totally avow.
What a show, huh? What a show. Finatra, you going to be stank streaming this weekend?
For sure. You're more than welcome to hang out if you want.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put Finatra's channel in the chat one more time. He used to have 1,000 subs on his old channel. YouTube punished him. He's starting again from scratch. He does all the music for the Poz Show and also music for Comicsgate and other internet stuff too.
I got some more. I'll talk to you later.
No. This is your time, dude. What else you got in the works? Some more music?
Yeah. I got some stuff. I mean, it's whatever. I was remastering songs, which is harder than actually starting from scratch, I noticed. And that's, I've just been hanging out doing nothing mostly, or trying not to do anything. But I've been working on the visualizers, and they're really fucking cool. And I'm gonna get some stuff in the works, and have some more stuff up on the channel. Maybe a different channel. I don't know. I'll call it the Sounds of the Internet.
Cool.
And I'll just
Sounds
put
good.
all the songs over there. Yeah, I'll just put all that shit over there, and maybe I'll branch off outside of Comicsgate and rip on other people. There was that one guy. It has to do with politics though, but the one guy who fucking took down GoFundMe or GoFund Go or whatever the fuck, and all these other sites, and that one guy who was taken down, who ended up being contracted by the Canadian government and all that shit, who was taking down these sites. He was boasting about it on I don't know, on whatever social site, but he was getting real loud and fucking crazy about it. He's like, and then I did it. That was me. And he's fucking. I'm like, I got to make a song out of this fucking guy.
So yeah, if you guys want more music, there's Finatra's channel in the chat. Music of CG, music of the internet, and the motherfucking Stank stream live every Saturday night into Sunday morning. We're the only stream you can find me absolutely shit-wreck drunk. It's a little bit more looser than this show. It's the only show I go. It's like the bar. It's like the bar from Cheers. So
yeah.
If you want more Peeg, if you want more Peeg and you want more Dabbster, you want more Finn, and a bit more of a laid-back setting, just drinking and shooting the shit. Subscribe to Finatra every Saturday nights. The motherfucking Stank stream.
Sometimes Panboy, if he wants to come and give me some of that war campaign clout.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be back.
All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream. I'll bring Finatra back in the back room. Dabbster, any final words? What did you think of the show tonight?
Dude, epic. I mean, the whole thing with the Louis Theroux and him just bombing on all those dumbass motherfuckers, that part was fucking mint. That scam, Jesus Christ, what a fucking scam. And, yeah. Metokur and Ethan Ralph is always a fun topic, so, you know, who doesn't want to shoot the shit about that? I just want to say thanks, and good night, everybody.
All right, good night. You'll be joining us next week if we're doing another Poz Show?
Indeed.
Hells yeah. All right, speak to you later, brother. Yeah. Woo, Dean.
It was a
What
long
show.
one. Yeah.
It was a very long one.
Dude, I had
don't like-
time. I had time to go to Jack in the Box. That time when I was muted, I went to Jack in the Box and got food.
You piece of shit. What did you get? What did you order?
I got a ultimate breakfast sandwich and then a ultimate cheeseburger and Oreo milkshake.
I haven't even had breakfast, Dean. I
I'm
was prepared
so hungry.
I'm fucking starving, and this shit's been going for nearly 3 fucking hours.
Dude, I felt bad. I felt bad leaving, but I was like, dude, I gotta eat. Like,
No, that's fine. Distant Warrior bailed halfway through. Hang on, we have George. What do you want, George?
Yeah, you know, this thing about Jesus, you know, that you guys were talking about. You know why women love Jesus?
Why?
He promises a second coming.
All right. Well, there's no second coming after that, George. Get the fuck out of here. Black Dragon, what do you want? What are you guys doing here still?
All right. So since Dean is back, I gotta ask him a very important question.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Guess what, Dean? I'm gonna ask it anyway. So, did you use your GoFundMe account to, you know, buy that food or whatever?
No.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here, Pods. All right, that's it. That's enough. This show's gone on for way too fucking long. I've had enough. I want to thank everybody for watching and commenting and liking and sharing and subscribing and all that gay shit. Feel free to unsubscribe if you didn't like what you saw. I know I sure would. I want to thank Dean, Dabbster, Distant Warrior for coming on and co-hosting, and Glenn, or should I say Robert Shepherd. It was great seeing Glenn back on the airwaves again. I want to thank all our callers. We had the Black Dragon, Finatra, George Peter Gatsis, El Cid, TJ Swan, Spirit Jr. or Dr. Spirit. We had a bunch of you guys here. We're going to be doing another Poz Show this time next week, probably, and maybe an impromptu stream come Sunday after Dean and Vicky's show.
Yeah, that sounds like good.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot more to cover, and I just never have enough time on these shows. So we'll do an impromptu show. You can check the links in the description. You can find Dean's channel. You can find his joint channel with Vicky, D&V Investigations. You can find Finatra's channel and Dabbster's channel. So please be sure to check all of those. Oh, hang on a second. Someone else just joined. We got Big Daddy. First appearance on the Poz Show.
Hey, old Big
Yo.
Daddy.
Yo, what the fuck is doing?
welcome to the show. We're just about to finish.
I thought it was over. I was jumping into the back room to have part in the after show. I didn't mean to get on the real show. Damn. How's everybody doing?
Well, stick it. Okay. You can find Big Daddy's channel. Great show as well. Friend of the show. Let me just link that quickly.
Yeah, I tell jokes, sing songs. It's pretty fun. We keep it lighthearted.
Yeah. Stick around, Big Daddy. I'll just put you in the back room, and we'll have a powwow. But there's Big Daddy's channel if you want more content. Good friend of the show. Big
he's
Daddy,
a great
Poz
guy.
Show. Great guy.
Super funny.
First time calling in. Holy shit.
That guy's like the funniest guy on YouTube.
Yeah, he's fucking great. You know what else I love about Big Daddy? He's fucking loyal. Loyal, which is like rare on the fucking internet. So yeah, great friend of the Poz Show. Let me just put you in the back too, Dean, and I'm gonna close us out. Okay, guys, that's the show. Like I said, next week, Wednesday, same time, another Poz Show. We'll have another 3 topics and callers. This Sunday after D&V Investigations, another impromptu show where we're going to talk about some other stuff that it's probably not important enough to talk on one of these shows. I want to thank everybody for watching, and good night.
For a pizza, and they go, he said sure, he said yes. All right, Allison, you're in for it. Here comes Jim, here comes Metokur.
So what's going on, guys? I got a bunch of people were linking me here.
Oh, cool. All right, yeah. Hi, Jim. How are you? I'm Ethan. We've met before.
Yeah, we've talked before on stream.
Okay. This is Comicsgate Live. This is our chat where basically everyone who is doing independent comic books, who's kind of like right-leaning, who kind of has found themselves ostracized by the mainstream industry, we get together here, we launch our comics, we sort of spend time shilling our comics to audience, we talk about comics. Now, I received several very concerned messages about this woman here, Allison Tiemann, and people said Allison Tiemann's in trouble. And they said, hey, maybe you want to help her. So I watched about 10 minutes of her video, and I kind of went, we'll see. Allison reached out to me, and I put her on the stream. And then people all said, Metokur, Tonka, Ralph, all severely dislike this woman. You should ask Metokur. So I sent you a message and said, hey, come on if you want to explain something that I don't know.
Oh, the Money Badgers?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know about Tonka and Ralph. I can only speak for myself. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of theirs. Yeah, so they had a thing where they were thrown out of an expo. This is kind of during the beginning of Gamergate, or kind of at the early days of it. Editorial pieces were written about it. They did a fundraiser to file a lawsuit. Hired like a disbarred lawyer or some shit. A lot of money was poured into it. A lot of people backing it. Went tits up. Didn't go anywhere. Didn't work in court. They kind of have a reputation for going around with hat in hand, asking different communities for just all sorts of different, funding projects and Kickstarters and shit like that. I don't know anything about her recent video. I don't know if she does comics or stuff. I literally have no idea about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
All I know about Comicsgate, and again, this is like I'm not a part of that, right? I've been watching from the outside and shit, but I mean that's kind of the stuff you guys are into, right?
Right.
But the thing I can tell you is like an outside observer is it's really obvious a lot of people are making like a lot of money. Like you see like one comic book is like hitting 500,000 and others hitting like 80,000 and 40,000. Like you guys are doing gangbusters, right?
That's right.
So you're going to have a ton of people coming in who might be, you know, have ulterior motives or might see an easy payday, looking to shill some stuff and try to make a quick buck.